Our social work whisperer, Broad, is in the building. Next up, man, our host, the one who keeps our topics flowing, man, FM is in the building.
What's good?
Yeah, this is episode 22, man. Now let's start this show.
Deuce, deuce.
Yeah, where do y'all want to start, yo? We
Actually,
could
like we
do.
are live right now. I clicked the
Okay.
live stream button. My mistake.
Oh, that's
Let's
fine.
start.
It's all
Let's
good.
keep. Let's continue with that Wistoria talk because, like I said, I
All right.
just got started, and to give you a person that just caught up, I'm gonna be real with you. During my during my adventure of watching the show, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have caught on FM to what you said until you had pointed it out in this most recent episode. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't
Right.
have, I wouldn't have been
But
able
that's
to
some,
pointing
yeah.
that out. But overall, um, going
That's,
back, just
bro, I'm gonna tell you that's what I'm trying to say is that what I was trying to tell David is that that part catching on to it. I'm not saying people had caught on to it the first time they saw this character. I was saying they caught on to it after they saw when they see that character again in this season. They was like, why are they still alive, right?
Got it.
And
Got it.
and so it's the same thing as when old dude got shot through the stomach. You know what I'm saying, or the chest. He got a big old, he got
yeah,
donut. He got that donut,
that
and then
donut,
old
yeah,
dude is
Mr.
like he,
Workner.
yeah, and then dude is like the other, the kid is like, it's all good, man. He's fine,
He gonna
like,
breathe in a second.
yeah, he's like
Yeah,
he's
he
fine.
said when it's
So it's
something about his pulse. Yeah, like
so,
his
so,
pulse is gone.
yeah.
What
So
made
so
me look
people
at
ask them questions. People ask them questions, but it's like when people see that
yeah,
character again, they be like, how are they alive? And then people start going down that rabbit hole and like, okay, maybe they're not, even.
the only what
So,
made me
bro,
question Rosti this time
yeah,
is we just saw somebody got cut down with the sword, right?
yeah,
Yeah, he got like sliced in half. But then when Rosti got stabbed, he turned into crystal. I was like, what the fuck was that? That was the first time I was like, he's the only person who just didn't get killed with
like,
blood.
but Dave, and I'm gonna let you continue what you were saying, bro. I was gonna say it's funny because anytime we ever see in any type of series, if a character does not explicitly get cut down or killed, like explicitly killed in some type of way, it's like you see people disintegrate. You see people like like motherfuckers like in like Avengers, they get dusted, what I'm saying, or whatever, they like you see shit
Yeah.
like that, you be like, are they really dead? Are they really gone?
It's kind of like
You
a.
know,
Usually,
It's kind of like a
if there's
Dragon
no
Ball.
body, then
It's kind
there's
of like a Dragon Ball Z
yeah,
effect. You're
yeah.
you're
You gotta
expecting
see,
to
you
go.
gotta see the body, bro.
well
No,
that you this one she actually like he actually disintegrated. I was like, but turning
Yeah,
into crystals, that's when I questioned. I was like, that shit was
yeah,
weird. And then when you brought it up, I was like, okay, so I'm not tripping, like in my mind.
yeah.
but
But
I
bro,
was
no,
gonna.
continue though. As from what you were saying, as somebody who is just now getting into Wistoria, how
Like,
you feel?
first off, it's really good because, like I said, I didn't expect it to be so. It right off the bat, it happens. Everything happens so fast. It takes off so fast, and I'm gonna tell you, just like I said in the group chat, I personally believe Wistoria gives me what Black Clover was missing. It gave it a little bit more edge, and I get it. It's the same principle of fighting magic, blah 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 blah. But I there's a little bit more hands-on fighting than there is Black Clover, and I
I don't know, man.
respect that. I respect the edge of Wistoria. I think I gave the edge to Wistoria after episode 7 of the first season. I was like, damn.
Wistoria fights are better. I give you that.
And
I think
I
they better.
Easily.
I think they
can
better
I
animated. I don't
can
think
I
they
say
better.
can I say
They are
something too?
animated better.
Can
Yeah,
I say something more? More. I think I prefer Will as a main character a little bit more than a lot of MCs that we got right
that's
now.
that's fine.
You know what
That
it is,
see,
bro? It's those capable MCs. You know what I'm saying? I love capable
yeah.
MCs.
Yeah, and it's fine to
He
like
don't
Will
cry.
more than Asta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real, because I like it's like the crying thing, right? Asta ain't no crier now. I mean, let's be
No, he's
real.
not a
Even
crier.
from the beginning, he was all work. He was all action, all work. He was willing to go and try to compete with wizards even before he even got those swords.
Yeah, even he got
So
embarrassed.
it's one of them things where it's like I understand why you say Black Clover is not as good as Wistoria. I do think that Wistoria's story is stronger than Black Clover's because Black Clover leans heavily into the typical shonen tropes that we already know from My Hero Academia, from Bleach, from Naruto, from all these series we watch. It's we already know how these types of stories go. Especially like now that you've seen, where Black Clover is kind of like going and what the ending is at, is like Asta, he did the thing that Bleach did, right? Asta got an inner demon that he made friends with, and it unlocked a new level of power for him, right? It's like there was a time skip where all the characters came back stronger after training, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
they had rescue arcs where they had to they had to go rescue Yami, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's all of the typical shonen stuff that we see, and so I think that that's why Wistoria's story is stronger, is because it's not the typical shonen stories that we already see
I
all the
also
time. Wistoria is
also
just different.
I
It's
also
just different.
believe that they give a little bit more attention to Will, like his
Yeah.
craft and what he does, because like I said, him as a MC, I thought it was nice, especially during the first season when they were fighting the ice T-Rex or whatever joint,
Mm.
and he was like, "Oh, this is just one of the large, you know, blah 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 blah." And the girl was freaking out, like, "Yeah, this is like a level 10." And he was like, "Yeah, I've already defeated a couple of these." I was like, he was already prepared.
He
Like,
so we also got to give credit to the fact, because I mean Dave was just talking about capable MCs. We don't enter Wistoria at day one. You do get flashbacks. See, the funny thing is that the way that, because we in this season we're gonna get a lot of flashbacks to the past, to like his childhood and his history with Elfie. Um, but we don't get Will from day one. Will was weak and helpless at one point in the past, and
Mm-hmm.
so now what you get when the series starts is you kind of getting him when he already didn't put the work in. He already there. He already he already there, and so
and low key,
you
I think
know
that's probably what it is as well too. We get the we get the I'm already here instead of going to shoot through the gym with him. I don't
yeah,
need all that.
yeah, and
'Cause
he
we've
also
already been there before too.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? With most anime we've watched.
yeah. And he
So
also not making them like power up, like like jumps, like a lot of like typical main characters do. Like he like Will is already kind of there, so he's not having to break through his limits or nothing like that. Like even like at the end of season one, you remember when they was in the bottom of the dungeon, and you remember they was like having to survive. It
Hmm.
was more so Will was like, we got like it's survival instinct, but it wasn't like a, oh, I gotta unlock a new tier of strength, because Will is already, like I said, he's already there. He don't got no new tier of strength. I mean, of course, until this episode, this most recent episode, he didn't have no new extra tier of strength that he had to unlock. He was already powerful. So it's like now we're getting to the point in the story where Will is starting to unlock power, like actual power.
yeah.
And I mean, the guy explained it in this episode. Um, he said that, I lied to you. You have magic, which later on in the story they explain it in more depth. But what you know now for what he said you have magic, and he says your magic is courage, right? And so it's hard to explain without spoiling stuff, and I don't want to say too much because I really want y'all to see it. If y'all don't read it, if y'all don't pick up the manga, I want y'all to see it
Yeah.
when it comes.
But is it
But
okay? Well, I'll
it
without spoilers, for them to even say that, is it something where you be like, man,
will
that's it?
will will
Or
will 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 is okay. In the episode they referred to Will as the sword, right? They
sure,
kept referring
Yes.
to
right.
him as the sword.
Yeah.
That's what the
You
other young
know,
man keep calling him.
and this, well, yeah, but you remember he when he talking to old girl, he said, "Where's the sword?"
Yes.
Right? And so they refer to Will as the sword, and of course, this series name was Story of Wand and Sword. but in the very beginning of the story, it kind of explained magic is everything in this world. Nobody really fights with swords. Swords are obsolete as a thing. Like there are no knights. There aren't very many knights and shit like that out there.
Yeah.
So it's one of them things where
But we
it's
kinda
just a
know that
rare.
isn't true after we
Yeah,
saw Will and this young man that showed up, and
yeah.
he seems real familiar with this
It's
other side of the world that
yes,
lets
and
us know, "Hey,
Listen,
there's
yeah,
way more
it's
than this."
rare. This
listen.
is a rare occurrence.
I'm definitely interested in the backstory of the sword character dude, whatever
You
his
talking
name
about the
Yeah,
little
me
is.
short
too.
dude?
Yeah, I'm
Short dude, yeah.
so he too
Yeah.
cocky for me for not to be carried. He too cocky for me.
Well, I
And
mean, he not so I tell you, you're not gonna get no backstory on him. No times, no, not like you're not gonna get no backstory on him. But you do understand a little bit of more of who he is. So it's like not really backstory, but who he is, kind of context of who he is later on. But I was just gonna say that Will, I mean, they refer to him as the sword, and they told him that he didn't have no magic, and now clearly he has some type of something, right?
Yeah,
They said that his magic is courage, and we ain't never seen nothing like that really so far because all the other magic has been like elemental, like earth, fire, wind, stuff like that, right? So his
yeah,
yeah,
like when they called saying referring to his magic as courage and seeing him transform like that, it kind of make you ask some questions as to
well,
what is his real power and where does it come from and how is it different from everybody else's since he is a sword,
well,
or somebody who.
you also got to
Yeah,
remember at the same time,
yeah.
they said that for you, in order for you to ascend the tower, you have to create an original, like an OG magic.
To become, yeah, well, yeah, to become
yeah,
Magia,
a
Magiavander.
Magia
Magia
Vander.
Vendor, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, to become a Magia Vander, you have to yeah, you do have to make an original magic, which like I was mentioning to you before we start the stream. Elfie's original magic is those clones that she can make.
yeah,
And so yes, all of them do make original magic, and so you know it's the story is the world is gonna open up when we get to the tower, and we are going to get to the tower this season, like within
Hmm.
this season, so the world gonna open up. You're gonna see really more so of what the upper levels of power are, and you also gonna see kind of like where we're going to progress because it's kind of like man, if we just keep comparing this to Black Clover, it's kind of like in Black Clover when we got to see all of the Magic Knights squads, and kind of in combat fighting, rather than just seeing the Black Bulls. It's like, oh, like
yeah,
these are some other folks that's kind of goaded, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I mean, like I said, with story, I think that the strength is in the story, is not in the characters aren't really it's see, like the characters aren't really heavily developed in my opinion because they, as they said, all the characters are already like where they supposed to be or where they are. The development is more emotional, right? It's like you like, for example, green hair dude, the elf guy, right?
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
he looked
yeah, the elf
down on
dude.
Will, and now
mhm.
after that shit that happened in the dungeon, he like I
He
like
like, "Will,
he care
alright."
about him. He care about
Yeah,
him because he like not
He
only
gave
did
him
he save
permission
my
to touch
life.
him.
Yeah, not only
Pause.
did he say,
Pause.
yeah,
yeah,
not he said not only did he save my life, but he showed me that my magic was not useless, right? That I was better than what I was, and so, same thing with the fire guy, right? Fire guy's like his rival. He wants to be his rival,
That's
you know.
Bakugo. That's Bakugo remade, man.
all
Yeah.
day, yeah,
You got
and
you,
it's
you gotta
always
have you
fire,
gotta have a
right?
rival. Yeah, you
You
gotta
got,
have a rival
Yeah,
though.
but my
rivalry is
thing
always
is,
the fire.
And
the
so
only thing. See, but my
you
thing
got
is it gave when they talk about him, and I think it's Sion,
Sion.
whatever.
Yeah.
And my thing is with him is that they pushed him a little past what they called what you call a rival, because at one point in time you couldn't even tell like if they were like rivals per se, because he was like
He
bro,
was
I'm
shitting on him. Yeah, he was
trying
shitting
to
on him. He was
I'm like, even
yeah.
rivals are like I'm not trying to kill you, but I'm trying to be the one that take you out.
When they fought in that competition, he was kind of like on
Yeah, that was a
on
little
his neck. He
egregious,
was on
wasn't it?
he was on his neck. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and I was
but
like,
so
that's a little too much.
so the way I see it though is that I like it's very much so a situation where everybody is looking at Will and seeing him be successful with no magic, and for people who use magic, it's kind of like offensive. It's like you succeeding in this world by means that we deemed inferior. You see how they treat the dwarves, right? It's like the dwarves can't use magic,
Mm-mm.
but what they lack in magic, they're make up
They
in
got
their
strength.
physical strength,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
leads me to something that has not been talked about even in the manga. So this is just me theorizing on some shit that's like ain't I have no idea about, but
Is he part elf?
it could Will be part dwarf, you
Yeah,
know,
but is he part elf?
because
Part
how
dwarf?
does Will have this superhuman level of durability and strength
And strength.
without
Yeah.
magic? But
Hmm.
yeah, man, I really do enjoy Wistoria, man. It's
I
it's
do as
it's
well.
it's a good series.
I've recommended it to a couple of people already, and I was like, man, this
Yeah,
shit is like, because like I said, it gave me the same issue that I was having with Black Clover,
yeah,
and it makes up for it heavily.
yeah,
The animation is usually what I tell people that's gonna capture you the most first. You will
yeah,
see, but it's just a
yeah,
good looking anime.
yeah,
And on top of that, man, we got a great story and really good characters, good MC,
yeah.
capable MC, and
I
slow
like the
character
teacher.
development, but they're cool characters. Like the
Hey,
green hair dude, Scion, all the chicks that for some reason is on his
it,
jock, which I still love.
because he reliable. Man, look.
Heck
The funny thing
yeah.
is that it actually translates into real life too. It's like women love a reliable guy, and so
Yeah.
some guys might see it as, oh, you gonna get friend zoned, or you a simp, whatever it is,
They
But
love a bad boy.
women love her a lot. Well, I mean, yes, they do love a bad boy, but I mean, come on, let's be real, broad. If you really looking in the grand scheme of things, if you are a reliable guy and you not letting yourself be taken advantage of, but you still a reliable guy, you're gonna eventually come across somebody who is going to appreciate that, right? More likely than the unreliable guy. The unreliable guy ain't gonna get no chances, at all.
Well,
Even if
no,
he's
no,
bad,
no. Women love to give the unreliable guy chances too.
I
Now,
mean, yeah, but I mean
shoot,
it's
he stay with
diminishing.
something.
It's diminishing returns on that, bro.
Oh,
It's diminishing returns
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
a lot of those guys did not age well. A lot
Oh,
of those
hell no,
guys,
yeah.
a lot of those
As the
guys,
girl get older,
yeah, a lot of those guys is broke now. A lot of those guys, don't got the means to to do the things that some of us did. That was not in that life. So I think that, yeah, the unreliable guy, of course, yeah, he's gonna be exciting and interesting, but you get diminishing returns of that as
mhm.
your life goes on. But
Yeah.
I
Oh
was gonna
yeah.
say, man, Will is a reliable character. I think that's, well, one. Colette seemed like she already kind of like had a crush on him to begin with, but you kind of are seeing a little bit of the start of what what's her name, Liana. Liana is like starting to kind of like look at him in a way. And then I was also gonna say that it's Elfie and him got a childhood, like they got childhood history. They like childhood friend, like childhood best friends.
Hmm. That's usually how
So
you get in there the best.
yeah. Um but I was gonna say, man, before we, move on, I was gonna say, I really, 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 really like, I know people hate this character, but I really, really like him. The dark haired teacher.
Oh
Um
yeah,
Talking
he's
about
he's he's grown on me a lot.
I
Professor
like him
Snake.
a lot because
I
I
know,
know
right?
people hate him, but I'm looking deeper than like surface level, and people mad at him because of that first episode situation, and also what he did, with the test, this season two.
Oh, the first episode,
Yeah,
yeah.
the very first episode, you remember he was trying to. he did him dirty at first
Yeah.
episode. Fought
What
him
does
full
magic
power.
mean to you? Yeah.
Yeah, fought him
That's
full power
crazy.
or whatever. But this what happened this second season, with the test, and he made the test intentionally so that Will wouldn't be able to answer that question. I think that he was projecting. I think that he was projecting. That's why he did that. He's trying to save Will disappointment because, as they mentioned previously in the first season, that teacher guy, he failed to ascend the tower. They
Yeah.
mentioned that he failed to ascend the tower to become a Magi Evander or whatever you would say is like he failed to ascend the tower. I think that he was projecting on Will, feeling like Will, you don't have a future in this magic shit.
Hey,
Like,
if you
so
see
I'm gonna
me,
fail you now before, but it's almost what it's literally exactly like what Aizawa did in My Hero Academia. You remember that shit? You
yeah,
remember when
Yes.
you remember when Aizawa tried to get Deku, tried to flunk Deku out?
Them
You
them
know?
dark haired brothers, man. Always
Yeah.
trying to hate on
hey,
somebody.
if you see me twice, real quick, it's because I'm
Yeah.
signing on to my tablet and then re-signing onto my laptop.
All right.
That's it. But yeah,
But yeah, man. Yeah, I like him though, because
I
I just
really,
like I feel like it's more to his actions, and people hating, like, people are upset with him, feeling like he's like shady, or he like that you know like he on some type of like messed up time. And I'm just like, man, he just he just trying to help in the way that he think that he helping, is that I'm gonna save you the disappointment before you get disappointment. Because I know, and y'all probably know this as well. Y'all probably seen it through y'all lives. There are parents out there that will literally convince their kids that they ain't shit because they don't want them to be disappointed over something that will disappoint them later. Like, for example, you a kid, you say you want to go to the NBA or the NFL, and then your parents gotta knock some sense into you when you in high school and you unranked, and what I'm saying, they gotta say, hey, you gonna have to go to school or you're gonna have to get a job. You can't. This football or basketball shit ain't for you. You ain't gonna go to the
Yeah.
NBA. You ain't going pro. You ain't going to the Europe. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for you. You got to live a regular life because you just not him. Some parents don't do that, and I mean that's not wrong. You got to kind of knock some people back into reality. And I think that's what he was trying to do, was knock him back into reality. You have no
Mm.
magic. How are you going to ascend the tower?
it's
Yeah.
okay. We got to do the same thing for our friends that be trying to be fake rappers and really ain't got the bars like that. I mean, we be trying
Yeah,
to, but
yeah.
oh,
But yeah,
Man.
man. So, man, Damus.
Oh
This episode of Damus was good, bro.
man,
It
good
was
oh,
good.
good info. I always feel like even though it's really good episodes, it's a lot of
Yeah.
information being dumped on us all at
They
once.
the world building is top tier, bro. Like, it's like we know Full Metal Alchemist was peak, but it's like this author clearly he took his experience and he's leveraging it heavily. Like, this
Yeah.
world building is top tier, bro.
And
He's
listen,
giving
man,
us a little
I'm
bit,
not
and
gonna hate on it, but I
yeah,
love that it's dubbed also, man. Oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
But he's giving us a little bit at a time, but not giving us too much. He's still giving us just enough to make us ask questions. Oh,
my bad, my bad.
it'll give you a second to switch over.
There you go.
All right.
But go ahead.
But nah, yeah, I was just saying that Davis was good this week, man, because
There.
to start off once again, this main character, his name Yuru. I'm gonna call him by his name now, Yuru. Uh, he is really like fully fledged. Like, he's somebody, bro. Like, he him. And honestly, at this point,
Yeah.
when he had right knocked the lights out, and then dude was like thinking about what old girl said about him, Yuru being a hunter, and he showed up behind old dude. I
With
was
the
like, this
knife.
nigga's a problem. This nigga's a
I'm
problem,
think dog, where the hell did he get the knife from? It's crazy. I
bruh.
don't even remember him having one.
Oh, I think that's the knife that he carried with him. You remember at the beginning when they were saying that he was gonna be breaking laws?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
because he took old dude's knife and gun.
I
yeah,
like how they I like how the left and right was like,
yeah,
yeah, he don't really tell us what to do We kind of tell him
He
what to
he like
do. We do our own
he has the
thing.
more hands off
Yeah,
approach. I
he's
was
the
like,
most
yeah,
hands.
but then they said, what is it? They said this worked for us, and then the other guy was like, I love how your Damon's like what he say? He said, I love how your Damon's like believing you so much.
yeah,
It's like that. I was like, that's real. That's real because, like I said, because he's dependable. He's a reliable MC. He's like he does not need to have his hand held. He made that call to knock out those lights because he knew that he could move in the darkness better than they could as a experienced hunter. But Left
mm-hmm.
said that. Left said my master grew up hunting. He what's his name? He said his name stands for darkness or something like that, or his name means darkness.
Yeah,
Between because they are twins, is what they one is
yeah.
night
One is
and
light
one is
and one
day.
is dark. Yeah,
Yeah, one
he's
is
the
day.
dark
So,
one.
so yeah, so he's night. He's night. But she said that
Yeah,
he is experienced in moving in the darkness. So I was just like, man, he him, bro, because he had old dude. He had look. Okay, I'll say it like this: we thought the dude with the glasses was somebody who was extremely experienced and far above anybody else right now. One of them characters where they introduce him, where they be really really
mm-hmm.
strong, but we don't see him fight. Is
Yeah,
like the main characters had him,
dead
with
to
a
rights
knife to his
already.
neck. Yes, 3 episodes into the series. So oh damn. Okay, bro, I
Bro,
dropped off for a
he's
second
coming
there,
back.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I just think that's dope, man. And then of course, like you were saying, like the info dumps. Um, I'm curious about um what you call it the situation with the twin and like who these people are, this organization that she's working with. Of course, it's like
mm-hmm.
it's a branch family, or it's like a former people who was living in the village, and she's sitting there training, and she's like not able to be accurate with her with her ability, with her daemon.
Right.
Or I guess that's her daemon ability is that she's using. But I'm just curious about these folks, man, because it kind of give me um what's a series I can compare it to, man. It's giving me some vibes of like the Gote 13 and Bleach. You remember like when we saw the Gote 13 for the first time, and
Yeah.
they was all just lined up and they was talking,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't know nothing about none of them other than what Byakuya. We knew Byakuya from when he stabbed Ichigo, but we had saw all of them lined up. We didn't know who they was, they powers or nothing. But that these niggas is powerful because they all the top tier, they captains. That's what it gave me the vibes. And they was just walking down the hall, and they was he went to go, old guy went to go visit her. I was like, this old nigga's probably strong.
Yeah,
This
they
old
seem
nigga.
kind to her, and they don't want nothing to happen to her. And
I don't
I
think
don't
that they're
even
the
think.
villains.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
so either.
I don't
That was
yeah,
my thought. I was like, me and my wife, we watch it together,
yeah.
and she hate watching them episode after. I said I have to. I got to do my homework before the show, so we end
Yeah.
up watching it together. And I was like, these aren't the villains.
I,
Like
I think
neither
that
is
they're
his
protecting
village
her.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they're protecting her from something else that is probably the villain of the story.
but I think they were
Yeah,
content on keeping the twins separate. But
yeah.
now that he's down here, they're like, well, we got to keep you safe. And they're probably going to end up coming for you now that both of you are in the world.
I think given what we saw in this episode, I think that there's gonna be some type of truce or some type of conversation that's gonna be had.
Especially since
Yeah.
he wants to meet with her one on one.
That's what
So
I'm
Hmm.
saying. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Because
I
the
think
next episode is called Tortoise and Hare. I kind of like that little rabbit, though, man, a little bit already.
did anybody get the bunny rabbit from JJK vibes?
you
What's the
know,
what's the bunny rabbit that
you
the
you
popular
talk
one?
about Megami, the ones that Megami summon.
Megamines.
Yeah, which it's a one bunny that always make a special appearance. It's like bunny rabbit like 267 or something like that. If you
Yeah,
Google, I promise you,
yeah,
it's a real thing.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. It was it was a rabbit from the episode when they was fighting Kirara, and folks was like, "Damn, that rabbit! That's a dope ass rabbit."
It was whipping
you
Right.
know,
ass.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Um,
rabbit was hard, man. But
but
I like how they use their daemons, though.
But you know what I was gonna say, man, is that rabbit, like, okay, so the Damon's coming in pairs, so we saw, of course, that one guy got the he got the turtle, the tortoise, and the rabbit, and the other
Mhm.
guy got that fish, but we only seen the fish. Where's his other one?
No, it's two of them. It's one that put him in the cage, and the one that hold all the guns. Remember, it spit those guns out.
I thought, okay, I thought that
Yeah.
was the same one. I'm tripping. Okay,
I
all right.
Mm-mm.
So
it was because remember he was holding him in the cage when he asked for the
yeah,
weapons. That
yeah.
other one seems like an endless black hole pocket. You
It's
know what I'm
kind of
saying?
like
That just
the one that Toji had.
yeah,
or,
yeah,
or
yeah.
or 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 when what's the name
That
was
spit
summoned
stuff out.
Rika, and Rika had all the weapons. When
Yeah.
Kotu had summoned Rika, and Rika had all those weapons in her
Not
inventory.
everybody knows that. Not everybody know. If you ain't caught all the way up, you don't know that.
What you mean? She's talking about JJK?
You yeah, I think you don't really find that out until
No, bro.
like
That was in the most recent episode.
really. I was say
That
I
was
didn't
that was
know.
that was in the final episode when
Oh
when he
yeah,
summoned
and
Rika,
he was like, yeah,
and Rika had a whole bunch of weapons.
okay. I had to remember where I am on
Yeah,
the on the manga as well.
yeah. But yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good information that was given this episode, So it's very interesting to see where this is gonna go, man. I mean, I agree with all y'all's points, and like I said, I think that group I don't think they're villains, but
Yeah.
they're gonna be antagonists right now. But I think that there's gonna be a greater evil that's gonna come about that's gonna force them to kind of cooperate. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's why I say they gave me Bleach, like Go Take 13 vibes, because the Go Take 13, yeah, they was the villains at first, but then we find out that Aizen, he been manipulating everybody from behind the scenes. So I definitely think that there's more to that. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
one thing, if we're moving
Yeah,
on, because we
yeah,
got to definitely talk about witch chat, but I gotta,
yeah.
hey man, for people who was complaining about Dragon Ball, I've been watching One Piece. I'm on like 954, right? So I
Let's
didn't
get it.
watch like 50 episodes in like a week, which I'm enjoying myself. But anybody who complain about Dragon Ball about oral farming, I don't want to hear it no more if you watch One Piece. Because Jesus, dog, that menacing stare shit,
Yeah.
everybody does it. They've been doing it for a long time. And I'm like, yo, One Piece or farms more than anybody I've ever seen in just the 50 episodes. Because they're in that prison where Big Mom is fighting damn, what's his name? The dragon dude,
Kaido.
right? Yeah, yeah. So Big Mom's fighting him, but remember Luffy was in the prison and he was doing that sumo shit when he had the little thing around his neck.
Oh,
Dog,
okay,
it was so
okay.
goddamn menacing staring. I was like, yo, there's a lot of aura farming going on.
Just
And I
wait.
don't want to hear no more complaints about any shit Dragon Ball ever done. Ever. Because this
I
is
can't
crazy.
wait for it. I can't wait until he breaks out, dog. I cannot wait. Shit
Dog.
will
Well,
rock.
they're out now because the kid already got out. He got his arm, and he's walking up to go fight.
But
What's his name? So yeah,
but
Wait. What arc
wait.
you on? Where arc you at?
He's on Wano.
Wano.
He's
I'm
on
still
Wano.
I'm on
Okay,
Wano.
all right, okay, all right.
954. Like Luffy
Okay.
and them just took over the prison. Literally, that's where I'm at. Big Mom is fighting old dude
Yeah,
right
I
now.
got you.
Oh, is Big Mom still like
No, she got
got
her
a
memory.
okay.
She got her memory back. Yeah, yeah. Remember because she got knocked out when old dude head butted her in
Yeah,
the prison, the dragon, whatever.
Yeah,
she
okay.
had
Queen, when Queen head butted her.
yeah, she
So
reverted into her child,
Has,
like a child.
has Queen
yeah.
performed his concert yet?
Yes.
The Zoomin,
Because he
the
did it while
Zoomin
he was
song,
in the prison.
the Zoomin
Yeah.
on fire. I don't care what anybody says. The Zoomin on fire as fuck.
Yeah,
So I'm at the part now where Zoro is he just met up with the frog dude
Okay.
and he's fighting on the him and the dude that was on the bridge was fighting, but they're gonna be boys here in a minute. So
You know who? Oh, so you found out who the dude Zoro was fighting on the bridge is?
yeah, because he got that other sword. He got Zoro's that purple and black sword, and he
yeah,
said, "Yo,
the
that's
one that
my
forged it.
yeah."
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm at that's
but
where literally right where I'm at.
Sandai, as they get Sandai Kitetsu, and what's the other one? It's two of them. But the Kitetsu blades. His name is
Yeah,
Kitetsu. His name is Kitetsu. He forged those swords.
yeah, that's where I'm at right
Um,
now. So I'm gonna get through some more. I'm gonna try to get to 1,000.
yeah.
You won't
by next
regret
week.
it. You won't regret it, dog. I
No,
promise you.
One Piece is good. It's just dog, this menacing staring
Long.
shit, man. They gotta relax. And I know
Yeah,
they don't. I know they don't. But Jesus Christ,
yeah, yeah. I think Wano. I mean, of course, the whole arc of Wano was good to me. I mean, shit.
yeah,
I'm a One Piece
it
fan, but
is. But
it's like
dog,
it really
they
pick up.
spam so many useless episodes. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Really
god.
pick up. It really picks up when they go to invade Onigashima. Like that's that big ass
Yeah,
skull island
listen.
that
Yeah, the other
Kaido
island.
has.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when shit. That's when shit really pick up.
Because I'm gonna be real.
Even though there's a lot of useless content in there too. Because I mean, yeah,
dog.
it's a lot of
See,
useless content in that
He
arc too.
ran through each section of the prison from Big Mom. You know how I want to look at Oda and be like, you don't have to do this.
Hmm.
You don't have to do this. He could have just ran through one section and then they could have did the whole thing with Queen and knocked her back out. Like,
If it
I just
make
feel
you
like
feel
they
any
do a
better,
lot of.
if it makes you feel any better, brother, the manga's the same. they,
I
they,
know.
they don't they that he. It's funny. He one of the only people that do like one to one manga to episode conversion.
Man,
It's
you
like
need to cut
there's
it
over
out.
1,000 episodes. There's over 1,000 chapters. Like it's very like he almost like at like a 1.5 conversion rate. Like you might get one episode in two chapters. Sometimes
Yeah.
two chapters
Man,
in one
there's a
episode.
lot of fat he could trim. That's why I appreciate the live action so much right now.
Yeah,
Cause boy, man, I I
yeah.
I do feel like One Piece is bloated as an anime when it comes to just what they do in content. It's
You got
it's bloated.
you got to
it
understand though.
is.
You got to understand though. That's the format. That's the format they was
No,
in.
it is.
Yeah,
But
you remember they
sometimes when you look at
they
it, you
was
be
on
like,
that. They
it's
they they,
there's unnecessary and then there's
David,
egregious. He's
David,
leaning towards that egregious.
David, they was on that weekly format for over a decade. They was on that weekly episode format for over a decade. I mean, just like I said, compare it to Dragon Ball Z. Went back in the day when it was daily. You remember when we was getting it daily, and you was
Hmm.
like, "Damn, Namek arc long as hell," Namek arc long
Yeah.
as hell. It was episodes where Goku was just charged up spirit bombs, right?
But dog, that was in the
There's a lot
beginning
of
when we
flow.
didn't know no better. We know better
Yeah,
now, though.
yeah. So
When you
so
know better, you do better.
I think that's the benefit of nowadays getting that seasonal
Yeah.
format is being able to trim the bloat if you do it seasonally. But if you do it,
I feel bad for people who's
weekly,
actually like y'all who's caught up. Because
yeah,
imagine you watch an episode and half of the episode was what they showed you last episode. So then you only really get 15 minutes of new content and then you got to wait a whole nother
yeah,
week. You'd be like, yo, this is fucking insane.
yeah, man.
I'm enjoying it because I get to watch it show after show after show. So
And then
and
you,
I'm at work, like I'm
and
just
then
enjoying myself.
at the same time, you hit it at the very good spot because all you got to do
Mhm.
is go straight from Wano to Egghead, and then you
Mhm.
get Elbath.
Elbath, yes.
Like
This
you
was this was by design.
Yeah,
I took
see,
like 2-3 years off on purpose.
see, my thing is like I'm kind of jealous that you did that, but at the same time, I love the fact that I read ahead on the manga because I now know what FM is talking about when he made his last comment. And I was like, you know what? This shit fire. This shit gas. So
Mhm.
I can't wait
When
for it
they
to be
took
anime.
their break, like about 3 years ago, I took a break. And like sometimes when you take a break from a show, it's hard to get back into it. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm gonna keep up with the modern, what's actually happening, like the main punchlines. Other than that, I'm gonna ignore all the other shit, and then I'll pick up a few years down the line because there was a lot of new shit coming out at that
yeah,
time too, like JJK and all Freeran, like everything was really hitting the scene. So I was like, I can really put this on the back burner and just
yeah.
come back. And then by the time the series finished, I will be caught up before we actually reach the very, very end.
I think I started right before. I think I started in July of 2024 and got finished January 2025.
Yeah, it takes a second. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I paced myself, and I got out of there right when JJK season 2 dropped.
I think that somebody should if somebody ain't already done it, I think that somebody should really go through the entire One Piece anime and just like trim the fat and like just give like an abbreviated episode guide for people to like,
There
hey,
is one. I
One
don't know where
Piece,
it's
ain't
at,
it?
but people have
One
it.
Piece.
I
It's called
I,
One Piece, ain't it?
I don't
Is it?
know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's already done that yet. But
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it on
I
Reddit.
do know that
yeah.
people
It's called
have.
One Piece.
Oh, well, I know
Yeah,
people have
yeah.
already kind of like filtered out the filler, but I didn't know people actually filtered out the actual episodes because I mean, for
Yes.
one, it's like stuff like, for example, I mean, I use a good example. Um, there was episodes in Wano where, like I said, they was like raiding Onigashima and they was just climbing floors, you know, and it's like some of them fights you didn't have to see unless you really just want to see every fight. Some of them fights you didn't have to see. Some of them fights wasn't
Right.
really, extremely important, relevant. And it's like if you really just want the story, there's a lot of episodes that you could skip just because some episodes don't progress the story. It progresses fights, but it doesn't progress the story. You see two
Yeah.
characters fighting, and if you want to see the ending conclusion of their fight, that's perfectly fine because you might see something cool, right? You might see a feat, or something that a character is like, able to achieve. Like for example, the fight with Nico Robin and the lady that she fought in the episode, the Spider Lady. I know you've read it, but you ain't seen it yet. But Nico Robin fighting Spider Lady, David, and Nico Robin does like a new technique. And it's a really cool technique, but it's like it doesn't progress the story. She has
Right.
there's no story development.
Well,
So if you
shoot.
really just
I'm
want
in Wano.
story development, I feel like
Uh,
there is a optimal progression route that people could take with One Piece to
like Brooke
just get the
Brooke showing
story.
himself as a ghost is so irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
Like the whole episode where he just scared the ninjas, they ran through the halls for one whole episode. It solved nothing.
But
It meant nothing.
but
And
at
they
the same
just
but at the same time, you gotta pick and choose because it be the fillers. Because I don't know if you hit that sweet spot yet, but you're gonna end up finding the reason why that the Band-Aid face dude was laughing so much. You get what I'm saying? Like you haven't got
We are.
no, I've seen him already. Yeah.
You seen
Hey man,
Yeah.
that part where old girl's dad died, that wasn't sad to me.
what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it didn't do me like Chopper did in the live action. But the
That's
thing
crazy.
about One Piece
crazy.
That's actually wild, bro.
That's
I mean, but then
One
again,
Piece don't draw on my sympathy as much as like other anime.
That's
I
crazy.
I like the excitement,
to the
but
character.
I didn't feel like
David.
I don't know. It was crazy.
David, you gotta connect to the character strongly in order to feel something. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I mean, I won't consider myself at the peak of what an emotional nigga would be like when it comes to like emotional niggas. But man,
You know
bro,
what though?
it's
He
like,
started to annoy
That's it.
me throughout the episodes.
Who?
I mean, I
Her
tell you,
dad.
what's his name?
You're awful. You're
Yasui.
awful. You're
Listen,
awful. You're awful.
I was gonna say, man,
You're
like
awful.
in the Wano art, bro, it's so much stuff that made me kind of like tear up, kind of get choked up a little bit, man. One was old girl backstory, the one that knew Ace, like her whole story, like that would have me choked up, man.
You talking about Yamato's backstory?
No, the little girl, the little girl who wanted to be a kunoichi.
Oh, the girl
yeah,
that
the
can
one that's
pop
with the boy all the time.
She can pop
Those
the
two was
stuff.
like training together.
Okay, yeah, she can.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's like, and then of course,
Oh, you haven't found out who the little boy is yet, right?
he knows. Yeah.
Yeah, they already said who. Yeah. That was
Bro,
way
he
in the beginning.
he didn't read the story. He knows.
Oh,
he
he
knows.
read it.
When they
Okay,
climbed the
okay.
when they climbed
He not. This shit ain't new to him. He read the story. He knows
the elephant. Like when they climbed the elephant, you found out who the boy was before they even left. When they
But
beat
you're
the
right.
dude.
You're right. You're right.
Dave,
you're
but
right.
Dave, you didn't read it. You already know what happens. Like you are in.
Well,
you are in-
I'm not. I didn't finish. I'm not in Elbath. I ain't
Yeah.
go that far.
But I'm saying you know like all like the Wano shit like that Odin,
Yeah.
was I mean
Wano's
it's
where I stopped reading
yeah, let's
because
stop
I
talking
yeah
about One Piece like we spoiling folks or some shit. This is
yeah.
that was years
Most
ago.
of the
What
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Wano was
watching the
3 years
show.
ago.
Yeah.
But no, I was gonna say, man, that yeah, it's a lot of moments that in One Piece that get me teared up, choked up a little
That
bit,
was
man.
like
And it's
the ones that got me, of course, was
I'm saying,
Ace. That
but Dave,
nothing's really measured up to
I'm
that
saying, I
in One
feel
Piece
you.
to
All I'm
me.
trying to say is that you gotta get connected to the side characters. If you're not real
Mhm.
connected to the side characters, then you're not gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it for Robin. You're gonna
Every
feel it
time
for Chopper. You're gonna
Trafalgar
feel it for
Law,
Ace. You're
Trafalgar
gonna feel
Law,
it. You're
Law,
gonna feel it.
right?
You're gonna feel it for some characters, but you're not gonna feel it for
because like
the minor characters. Like for example, after Wano, if you look at when they are on Egghead, it's like you're not gonna feel it about all of the Vegapunks, even though it's like 7, 8 Vegapunks. Yeah,
yeah,
you're not gonna feel it for all the Vegapunks, even though it's like 7, 8 of them. Like, and they all got their own little personalities, their own little
Okay,
story and
I'll put it
shit.
like this. In
It's
what story in
yeah,
Wanda's story, even though his teacher they said he was gonna breathe. When I first saw the hole in his chest,
yeah.
that I was like, oh shit. I felt more for him than old girl's daddy.
That's wild.
And he about to breathe again. It's crazy.
That's wild.
that's
But
wild, man.
he was start that was me though. He was starting to annoy me a little bit.
Because
I
He
think
was a nice dude, but
you ain't you gonna regret that once you get to the end of the end of the story. You gonna be like, damn,
nah, man, he was starting to
R.I.P.
annoy me, dog.
Because I understand. I'll even say this. I think the saddest backstory so far is probably Brooks. Once you start piecing everything together, Brooks' story is
nah,
pretty
Yeah,
sad.
Brooks is. I
His
like
is
Brooks.
pretty
I
sad.
like
nah.
his.
It's hard. It's hard,
I like
man.
Brooks.
I don't want. I don't want to do. I don't want to play that game, bro, because it's kind of like you be like, hey, my dad story sadder than yours, type shit. Like, I mean, come on now, because I mean, everybody except for Luffy has had like a very tragic past. Luffy the only one who did
Luffy
not
just got
have
ADHD.
a tragic past. But when you look at it, bro, everybody else, I'll say the weakest ones of them all was Zoro. I think Zoro had the least tragic past. He just lost a friend. But
Yeah,
it's
his
like
is
when you
basic.
look at Sanji, that whole situation with his mother and his dad had him with his face locked up with his little shit. Right? It's like that. Like that was tough, bro. And then
Yeah.
Chopper, of course, Chopper had a horrible backstory. Robin, I would put Robin's probably near the top.
Hers is top.
um,
Hers is top tier.
yeah,
Oh
yeah. They
yeah.
they massacre her
See,
whole island,
can I
and
say something?
then
I don't think Sanji's is as sad as everybody's. Outside of he got spoiled like the stepchild. But
he
my thing is like, nigga, your family rich. Your
but
family
he didn't
rich, my
but he didn't
nigga.
benefit from that though.
No, he didn't. He
He didn't
grew
benefit
up
from that. He
without
grew he
that
grew
richness,
he grew
technically.
up being treated the worst out of anybody in the entire family because he didn't have
That it, no,
that
it's
android
because
shit.
it's also because he refused to accept it.
No, it wasn't. It was because you remember it was because he was weak. Like all
Oh
his other siblings had
yeah,
been born
with
like
the
they
top,
they were all genetically modified, but Sanji didn't have the shit, that all his siblings had. All his siblings was like
Yeah.
stronger, faster, and all that, but he didn't have it. But his mother didn't care. His mother
Mm-hmm.
loved him. His mother loved him regardless. But his dad was like, nah. And so his dad
Yeah.
said, if you are a defect, we just gonna leave you locked up, and
You the runt of the
we
litter,
don't even
and we
want to see
gonna
your
disrespect
face.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they was like, we don't even. He's like, we don't even want to see your face, and so
let's
it,
give it
it was
Oliver twist.
it was. I mean, like I said, when you start comparing backstories, only a couple of the Straw Hats really didn't have bad backstories, but I mean, for the most part, when you put like Nami, Robin, Chopper, like they had some of the worst ones just because that's whole villages and like families being massacred, like what I'm saying, you can't do nothing about it. Like that's tough.
It is.
But yeah, man, let's move on past One Piece, man, because it's some more we got. Like Witch Hat. Y'all watch Witch Hat this week? Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to give Coco some smoke like you gave Oliver now.
Yep.
Coco
mean?
tripping, yo. Man,
Bro, I've been saying that.
Because you was hard on Oliver and Coco,
I
man.
was
She
hard
took
on
him in a
Coco. What you
bad
mean?
way.
I said, bro, I literally said that I did not like Coco. I said she's a hater. Bro, she's a generational hater, bro. She's
No. I thought Coco was the main character.
No, I thought Coco was the wait. Is Coco the main? Okay, you're right. Coco the main character. Okay. Now I thought you was talking about the other girl.
Hey man, the girl with the dark hair. Hey man, look, them dark hair people be haters, yo.
Yeah, the
but
dark hair girl.
I'm kind of understanding.
Wait,
Coco's the fuck up.
So what did Coco do? What did Coco do wrong to you in this episode? Like,
okay, she saw the person out the window. First of all, don't tell nobody.
And followed. No.
Everybody's trying to get your attention. They're with you. Hey, Coco, chill, stop. I saw somebody. She didn't ran. She's in the city, first of all, running down alleys you've never seen before. You've never been here. You're getting away from your safe haven, and now you put everybody in a bad situation. And then old girl's trying to help y'all get out of there, and now you distracting her. She done fuck the thing up on the wall. I'm like, Coco, you fucking up every chance you get.
Yeah, I mean,
like she's trying to help y'all get out of there. Thank God the other girl was drawing hers because she probably ain't believe in Coco. And she was about to call Coco's ass out too. Like, hey man, we only here because of you.
Yeah,
like
hey,
I'm like,
hey, she my little favorite character though. That the little pink.
Hey, she is hard.
She's.
But I'm looking at Coco
you
like
talking about the one. You talking about the one that be like
the pink hair.
Like, she when you say thank you, she be like, thank you for saying thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way she be talking, she is so adorable. She is.
It's just favorite. Those characters that be like you're in a situation that you're not familiar with. You're uncertain. But you're putting everybody in a bad way because you just won't listen. You put your mom in a tomb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like every time I turn around, man, you fucking up somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You ain't learned.
Damn, David.
I'm just saying, like, yo,
hey,
damn, David,
put a clip.
damn.
There's the clip right there. Hey, there's the clip right there.
I'm just like, yo, she been messing up every episode. She's messed up with something. That's ahead. All. I'm just like,
go ahead and clip that.
David, that was savage, bro. Like,
yeah, we 4 episodes in, and she has fuck ups in 4 episodes.
Yeah, go ahead and clip that, FM. That's gonna be a.
I'm like, yo, Coco, what's up with you, yo? I like you a little bit, man, but you putting people in a bad way, man.
She just don't know, man. She
curious.
She inexperienced in this world, bro. Okay, you know what a good comparison to this is, bro. You know what the best comparison to this is? All right, so what's that movie, bro? And David, you might be able to recall it better than I can. It's a movie where they get sent to a fantasy world, but like it's like a fantasy world with a lot of like really, really like messed up shit. It's like not like the fantasy world where everything is like all like bright and nice and sweet. It's like fantasy world where like it's like anywhere you
not
look,
Alice in Wonderland, right?
It wouldn't be like, I mean, Alice in Wonderland has a good original OG comparison, but I was trying to think about what it is. I can't think of the top of my head. But anyways, essentially what I'm trying to say is she is new to a world of magic and also not realizing that this magic shit ain't just, oh, we just draw on paper and make, signs to, make fire and shit. It's a lot of really bad magic, a lot of really bad things. Yeah. People who not afraid to do forbidden magic. Like, it's evil magicians out there. It's like
I need
what you call that shit. What's old dude that wrote the books, man? That's he wrote all those short stories. There's really, really horrible stories like the Little Red Riding Hood and
Dr. Seuss.
No, Grimm.
Grimm.
All his stories is like they're supposed to be like lighthearted on the surface, but like deeper level really messed up shit. Like a witch in the woods with a house made of candy that attracts kids in so that she can eat them. It's like on the surface level, you thinking, oh, it's a house made of candy, and the fat kids went and ate it and shit. It's like she don't understand how bad it can really get out there. So I think that that's probably gonna be something that happens in her character development. I think over the course of the story is that she gonna realize this magic shit ain't all sweet. It's actually really dangerous stuff out there. But I want to say, man, I really, really, really want y'all, man, if y'all find an opportunity to get into something new, I want y'all to watch Ancient Magus Bride. Um, I love that series, one of my favorite series, and it actually it's a good transition from Witch Hat Atelier because it's one of them same kind of series where you got a character who's like based like a magician. He's a magus. He takes in a little girl who has special magical capabilities, but she doesn't know how to like harness them. And he takes her in, basically like adopts her to into his household or whatever. And in that world, magic is really, really, really dangerous. Like I'm talking about, like it's like really, really, really bad. It's like
I
you could
actually
really,
have this on
you could,
my watch list.
it,
I just have not watched this.
but you could stumble into some real bad shit in that world, like if you're not careful. And
Oh, I've started
she
this.
stumbles on a lot of bad throughout the series. She stumbles upon a lot of really, really bad stuff, like that could kill her just on happenstance, just because of who she is. It's like it's almost like if you think of like the Akatsuki hunting like Sasuke because if he hunting Sasuke because he got the Uchiha eyes. I mean, of course that's not what happened, but it's kind of like that type of vibe. It's like it's monsters and spirits and like other magicians out there that's trying to
Yeah, I
get after
started
this
this.
girl.
It's that dude that got that skull head or whatever.
He's not human.
Yeah.
He's not human. But bro, it's such a good series. And I say it's very, very similar vibes to Witch Hat, and the animation is really, really good. So I say get into that, man. If you like Witch Hat Atelier, check out Ancient Magus Bride. And also
this.
it got that good animation, like that Studio Ghibli type of shit. It's like it makes you kind of feel away. Look, bro, ain't nobody look.
Listen, man,
Look, bro. I would hope that
Danny
all of
and
our listeners are not you, bro. These are people of culture. They people that understand good stuff when they watch it.
Listen, I'm be
not
honest.
haters.
I'm not like Broad, but I'm not as high. Like Studio Ghibli
We
is cool,
not.
but that ain't the selling point.
I'm not
Like when it
saying
comes to
it's
animation
Studio
style.
Ghibli. I'm just saying that it's good animation, good story, but it's not all action. It's you gotta actually watch the shit and enjoy it for what it is. No, Ancient Magus Bride is not cutesy.
This is not cutesy. Yeah, I watched the first.
Ancient Magus,
yeah, I'm like 4 episodes in.
It is not cutesy at all, bro.
It's good. The guy and the girl got a good character dynamic, though. I will give them that.
Yeah,
but I'm only 4 episodes in, so
and don't get
I don't
thrown
even know
off.
why I didn't pick this back up.
And don't get thrown off by the title either. The title is like Ancient Magus Bride, like like they kind of like married, but it's like that's not really like the plot. Like the plot ain't a romance. No. It's more like he's more like a father-daughter type of relationship. But man, bro, we gotta talk about Invincible, man. We gotta talk about Invincible, The Boys. Shit, we gotta talk about Daredevil. Daredevil season finale too.
Hey, Daredevil was great.
Let's start off on Invincible though. Fuck.
Okay.
All right, so where we start, bro? Because
we could start with some of the trauma.
Thrag we can start with nigga PTSD, bro. He's seeing,
man.
Oh my god, he's having visions everywhere he go of Thrag.
Yeah. He had visions the whole episode just to get to the end. You see when he thought he saw him, he closed his eyes. He's like, let me get my anxiety down, open them back up. No, he's still here. He's still standing there. You be like, oh shit. But you see this time when he punched him and break his wrist. Yeah. I said you could tell he's starting to progress. That strength is starting to progress.
Yeah, I mean he still didn't move Thrag, but you're right. You're right.
Yeah, he ain't there to move him yet. He'll get there.
And I mean I guess this episode would probably do resonate with people who got PTSD because Mark's friend's boyfriend, he can relate. The one who recovered from being experimented on by old guy. He said he's like, I've recognized this, I've seen this before, and then he was like, where have you seen this before? He was like, when I looked when I look in the mirror, so it's like, damn, like Mark got PTSD.
It's way more traumatic in the show than it was in the books. The
That's
book
what I was
did
gonna say
show
too,
it,
bro.
but I'm like, you can, yeah, man.
Look, they highlighted that more heavily, the PTSD aspect, and they also gave Debbie even more goddamn screen time
Yes, they
to sit
did.
there and shit on Omni Man. I was like,
He
that's what I
deserved
said.
it though.
That's what I said in the group chat, man. I was saying like, shit, that they trying to make Debbie the best character in the show because the way the way she went at Omni Man, like just like when he walked up, he said, I'm trying. I'm sorry." She's like, well, like fuck your trying. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you ain't trying hard enough,
Nah,
Like
there's nothing he can do, but he doesn't understand. Like that's
yeah.
sorry, dang how it worked. It just don't work that way.
I don't think he ever
You
had to experience that, Dave.
no, you've changed lives forever. Like he's never had to experience that.
But because that's what Cecil said. Cecil said, but wait, I'm missing. I went out in there, risked my life out there, and to fight the Viltrumite. And Cecil's like, well, risk your life. How many times?
Like
He said,
what is that?
like,
2,700 and yeah.
yeah. He said risk your
Like
life.
he like I
1,000
almost
times more.
died. He was like, well, almost died. Like I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they did not give. I got to say, man, to be in Omni Man shoes, I'm thinking, bruh, the emotional damage, like
But you know what?
he's actually having to feel it now.
I'm
he's
glad
actually
he
having to
understands
process.
though. Like
Yeah.
I'm glad he understands because he's just
I mean,
yeah, I earned this.
I think he's immature, and so that's why he's saying these things like, I tried, I went out there and almost died. Like I think he's responding like an immature person will respond, but also like you say, he's not feeling entitled to people forgiving him, which is good.
Yeah.
That's good development because
He
I think
got that. I'm trying to, can't you see? Yeah, I see, but keep going.
But I think an entitled person would be like, well, fuck you, because if you don't acknowledge my attempts, it's like, no, he's like really dealing with it and processing it. So that's a cool little subplot, and like I said, they really campaigned to make Debbie the best developed character in the entire series because the way she, she's like approaching this situation and really explaining herself and going out of her way to really kind of like not only like when he said when Omni-Man mentions, he says, well, what about Paul? And she's like, me and Paul didn't work out, but he's a good man, and like like she's healing and progressing like as a character so well, and it's like, damn, like a lot of women would be hurt, devastated, not able to move on, not able, what I'm saying. She is progressing quickly, but they also feel natural. So
yeah,
they trying to make her the best character in the show, bro. I tell you, man. But
man, she is fire.
Let's talk about thick Eve though. Thick Eve.
Man, that might have been my favorite part.
She got them arms like she be frying chicken and cooking collard greens. She got the little, she got the
coin purse. She got the coin purse.
She got the little arm fat. That arm, that arm
that
fat.
Mean, that's where if you know, that's where all of our beautiful ladies store their recipes at, man. Better stop playing. If they got the little jiggly, if they got the little coin purse, they got the little coin purse. I promise you, they can cook.
Yeah, man. She looked good, bro. I saw somebody that photoshopped her like Thick Eve into her costume. They said Invincible had one job to give us a Thick Eve in the costume.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, it ain't over yet. But like, yo, Robert Kirkman's like rework of some of the characters. I feel like he's doing everybody better, but Tech Jacket. That's the Tech Knight or whatever. Yeah, that's the only one. Jacket. I'm just like Tech Jacket. Yeah, I'm like
Tech Knight is from The Boys.
Oh, The Boys. Oh,
yeah.
Same genre.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. I agree with you,
Kirkman. Yeah, he did right by Debbie, man. He's doing Debbie justice because she was way less in the books, and it was kind of like she took him back all quick. I kind of like the way that they're going about this.
I don't want to put y'all too heavily on the spot, man. So y'all ain't got to give an answer, y'all, if y'all don't want to. But do y'all think that it's like that is justified that there's some controversy about the whole like what Adam and Eve did, to like her and Mark's baby? Y'all feel like y'all feel like there's something wrong with what she
I
did?
can't comment, so because I don't know the background.
What you mean?
I haven't
Oh,
caught
He
up
ain't
oh,
to
caught
you
it.
ain't
up.
caught all the way up.
Okay.
No, I
Oh,
haven't caught up yet.
oh, damn!
All right.
I thought you were with us.
No, please,
Well, what?
I
no.
mean,
No.
Give me the
I mean,
lore.
I give my
Okay.
opinion. Basically, Adam and Eve, Adam and Eve get pregnant. Mark has to go fight the Viltrumites out in space, and so he's gone for months. I want to say, I think he's gone from was it
Yes.
weeks or months? I think it was months.
Months. It was
Yeah, I
months.
think it was
Yeah.
months. He's gone for
Cause
months,
hell,
and
he
Adam,
was man, he was in that
he
coma
was
for like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks almost.
yeah. So he was gone for months, and so Adam and Eve was pregnant while Mark was gone, and she basically got an abortion. Uh, and so
Yeah, in his
you know,
absence.
yeah, and so it's but when he comes back and she tells him, she's telling bro, your mic muted. Um,
My bad.
when she comes back and she's telling him, he takes it very well. He does not get
Whose
upset.
baby? It's
Um,
Mark's baby.
it's Mark's
Yeah, it's
baby.
Mark's baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark
See,
got her
Mark
pregnant.
was
Yeah.
like young when I was watching it, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
He
hard
still
for me
no,
to
is.
no,
grasp.
no, no, no. By this point in time, they about 20 years old.
Yeah,
They
early
in
20s.
college.
Early. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they in college age. But yeah, he takes it really well. He, like comforts her. Like, he has no he is not upset with her at all. And but he's
Yeah.
also reacting as somebody who thinks that she's still hurt by it. But she's like, no, like
I made
I
peace with that.
processed it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
processed it. And
You know
so
what? I think
he
because I think he said I feel worse because I wasn't there
yeah,
for you during that
yes,
process.
yes. But I also think that it's like, because she had the she said it. She said that the reason why is because she was really all alone. Other than I mean, of course, like she had her parents, but it's like she was really all alone throughout that entire period while he was gone. So, um, I was just mentioning it just because it's like I've seen people like the discourse online about it, and like I'm not gonna lie, I think it's like people being really toxic, man, about like it because I mean, as far as anybody's feelings on abortion, I mean, I ain't trying to get into politics and about it and nothing like that because everybody got their own individual feelings on that. But I feel like the way that people respond and talking like Mark was supposed to like break up with Adam Eve because she got an abortion is like
Because she got an
she would have been a
abortion
single
of a
mom.
child that he didn't know about.
Yeah, and she was gonna be. She possibly could have been a single mom. Mark could have died out
Yeah.
there.
And
He
listen,
almost died out there.
He
listen,
He almost
almost
died out
died
there.
out there.
wherever people may stand on this conversation, it actually goes back to FM. If you remember the topic that you brought up, what
Yeah.
maybe 2-3 episodes ago, we were talking about fathers and knowing their roles, especially
Mm-hmm.
in this
Oh, I remember
era
that.
where
Yeah,
what kind of powers you have and what's
yeah,
responsibilities you have. She
yeah.
probably also took that in consideration while having this baby. Like, I know this nigga
Having
ain't going.
a half Viltrumite,
Yeah,
a
I
quarter
know for
a quarter Viltrumite baby. You know.
I know for a
Oh
fact that
yeah,
this
because
nigga
he's
is
had.
not gonna be around. All he does is kill people for a
Yeah.
living. I'm not trying to have my kid or me in the way of
She hey, she may have also already kind of knew like what the repercussions was going to be with Cecil and them too, because Cecil, you know how Cecil be.
Yeah.
Cecil would have scoped that out and been like, hey, we gotta train your kids a quarter Viltrumite. We gotta train your kid up,
Yeah. There was
like
more
so.
things going on. Like I get the
Yeah,
discourse about it, but
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've never been in position to tell somebody what to do with their body or their life. Like I don't care what
agreed.
they say about
Agreed.
it.
But I
Yeah.
think that's essentially the gist of what I'm trying to say
But
is
it's realistic though. Like
like
for them to even take
yeah,
that
yeah,
discourse in the episode to
yeah,
even spark controversy. People like he should have left. I'm like, what? Left a stranger? And he just got
yeah,
back. He don't know that baby.
yeah.
He don't even know that it was even a possibility.
And I but I truly, bro, I truly think that like yes, like what you just said. You can't tell nobody what they gonna do with their next. If you're not in that situation, you can't tell nobody how they should
She
respond.
was in a hell of a
And, and,
situation
and
between her
yeah,
life, how dangerous it is, Cecil.
potentially
That
Viltrumite mites
he might
coming
not
to
even.
invade Earth because they,
Yeah,
you
like
know, it's like you want to start raising a child, and it's aliens and Viltrumite mites coming and invading Earth frequently.
that's a tough
What
situation.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of like I think it's a lot more to consider in their situation than in the most normal situations where it's just somebody,
Mhm.
pregnant
Because
by
what if
somebody that
Mark
they don't want to
doesn't,
be
like you
with.
said, what if Mark doesn't come
Yeah,
back? What if everybody dies
yeah,
out there and now
yeah.
you got to raise this Viltrumite by yourself? And you know, from Oliver and Mark,
Mm-hmm.
it's a strong possibility it's going to get powers. Even if it's not
Yeah,
100%, you've
yeah,
seen them all get powers. So you're just like,
yeah,
oh, this is crazy.
yeah. But like I said, I just brought that up just because the discourse online I think has been very toxic, and I'm just like, people need to learn how to separate they I
Hmm.
guess like their like ideology or their political values or whatever it may be. You need to learn to separate that shit from the
Yeah.
cartoons and the cartoons that you watch. Like it's a cartoon, bro.
But, and it's a real situation that happens.
Yes, not well. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, yes and no, because I mean, like, yeah, it ain't it ain't
Well,
Viltrumites
they're
out here
not
in the
going
real world,
off,
but
but
yes,
it's
but yeah,
it's a
but
lot of people who get pregnant.
but
The man either goes off to war or prison,
yeah,
or you know what I'm saying.
but
It's a
but
lot of situations where this would
but
come up.
but you see, what I'm trying to say is like separating the show from your real life ideas is because your real life ideas got to do with real life situations and real life people that can experience them. But then you out here talking about Adam Eve and what Invincible and Mark, so what Mark and Adam Eve should have did, and they got a situation that can never happen in reality. So you
Yeah,
can't 100% compare it. And it's like, but people really out here talk about Mark should have left Adam Eve. Adam Eve is shitty for aborting his child and all this shit. And it's like, man, nigga, this is a show. This is a show. This is
I
like,
know.
and this why I be like, man, motherfuckers need to touch grass, like because y'all out here, y'all too. I don't know, y'all too socially
Invested in
unaware and
fantasy.
disconnected. Yes, and invested in
Yeah,
fancy, like just like touch grass, like experience. Man, find you a girlfriend or some shit. Experience real life. Like, stop listening to the Manosphere podcast.
Hold
They
on, I'll be
telling
right
you
back.
all this shit.
all
Yeah,
right.
you get. It's like stop, man. Come on. But anyways,
Listen, yeah,
I was also gonna say, man, just in regards to Invincible, how do y'all feel like, and this is a conversation that stems from a post that I saw somebody put up on Facebook that I was kind of like, following, where somebody said that is Thrag a reasonable character, like is he a reasonable person? And it was a lot of like controversy, or like back and forth, not controversy, but just back and forth, people discussing it. And my honest take, I felt like I was like, man, Thrag is extremely reasonable when it comes to certain things. He definitely is not reasonable when it comes to his ideology of Viltrumite superiority. That's crazy. But I think that he's like a reasonable negotiator, and also like he like you remember when he first talked to Omni Man, Nolan, when they was on Viltrum, a couple of was it 2 episodes ago. You remember he sat there, he talked to him, he was like, "Hey man, we can make bygones be bygones. Like, it's cool, like it's whatever."
yeah.
What I'm saying,
It's
like
all about
he gave him a
building
chance.
us. Yeah, it's like building us back better.
Yes, he gave him a chance. He gave him an offer, and but before he actually threw that first punch, right? And
Hmm.
so it's like that. And then it was again when he was on in space, and you remember he decided to spare Mark. He said that enough Viltrumite blood has already been spilled. We don't
Hmm.
need to. Every Viltrumite life is precious now. And so then he got on Earth, right? They having the conversation. He's like, "Hey, we are going to repopulate on Earth. Y'all not gonna stop us. If y'all try to stop us, we will kill everybody on Earth and
He's like, I
save a
will
few."
sacrifice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I will
said
sacrifice ours
they
to
they he,
destroy this
well
planet.
no well no. You remember what he was hinting at? If he was hinting at is that they was going annihilate most of the people on Earth and keep some as like slaves,
Yeah, it's
like
cattle.
breeding.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, exactly.
breeding.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So they,
Breeding. What?
yeah, they was going.
It's crazy, bro, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
bro.
so
Yeah,
good,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Basically, the head of the Viltrumites came to Earth and said, "Hey, we about to breed on Earth and repopulate Viltrum." you know,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
Kind
one of
of
the things.
kinky shit is that?
It's not kinky. They try to repopulate.
Man, yeah, it's
The
it's less
human
than a
DNA.
handful. What they
Yeah,
say, like
human.
37 left? It's like 37 Viltrumites left.
Yeah, and human
Man,
DNA is the most compatible with Viltrumite DNA. So
yeah.
they said that we gonna repopulate and we gonna assimilate into your society, and you're not gonna see us for a while. But
Mm-hmm.
when I assume that all these kids come of age, they get their powers, they come of age, they gone, you know, they probably gonna destroy
We'll
Earth.
deal with it then. Yeah, we'll deal
Yeah,
with it
yeah,
then.
yeah. But that was a very reasonable conversation, a very reasonable offer at the time to give him, because he said that the alternative is that we just fuck all your shit up and then to enslaves people, and
Yeah.
we do it that way. But he was like, we can do it the other way, and y'all can have a relative, amount of peace,
We
time
could
of
do it the
peace,
easy way or the
you know.
hard way. He like the choice is
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys.
but of course we kind of know where that is gonna transition, because
Oh yeah, yeah. We know. We know.
the Viltrumites
It ain't gonna
actually
go how
are not the
dragged
villains.
up, but
Yeah, the Viltrumites stop
yeah.
being the villains for a period of time. The Viltrumites stop being the villains. So it's like,
I don't know, guys. I can't get behind the whole I'm gonna come to Earth and shoot your ladies' club parts up and then leave.
Well, no. Some of the ladies,
that's not
some
what
of the
they.
lady
That's not what they
Viltrumites gonna
said.
get their club shot up.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's not, bro. Yeah, bro. That's not that ain't the type of
But
time he
you
only
know they
basically
gotta
like.
repopulate. Like it's
Yeah,
only a handful left. They want
yeah,
to build back
yeah,
stronger and better,
bro,
and they know they're most compatible with humans. So they basically
bro.
he gave Mark an ultimatum.
But
Like, hey
bro,
Mark,
but
He
bro,
ate that ultimatum.
but bro, bro, it ain't even like on the type of time you're thinking of, because they're not coming to like, RIPE, like human women. They coming to assimilate. They are
yeah,
marrying.
they're gonna blend in,
They're yeah. You remember Krieg had
get
how many
jobs
wives
and
Krieg
everything.
had? How many wives Krieg ended up having? Krieg ended up coming and having a little harem. He didn't make him a harem.
Yeah,
Lucan, what I'm saying, they all end up coming and marrying and having families and shit.
That's
Like
yeah, they got whole
crazy.
families. But
bro,
Earth,
they're not
spoiler
coming.
man, Earth is gonna start changing a lot of folks.
Yeah,
It's given that episode of Futurama when the girls was like, "Me want snoo snoo." I
Hey,
don't know if you
greatest
ever seen
episode ever.
it.
Yo, them dudes was over in the corner with
uh,
crushed
uh,
pelvises. It was like the like the spirit is willing, but the
Anis-
flesh is weak, yo. Greatest episode, dog.
Snoo snoo.
Anissa gonna get hers too, bro. Anissa gonna get hers. She gonna get
Oh,
hers.
that hey yo, next
Hey,
season is gonna be
Marky.
that's gonna be the craziest
hey, that's
episode of
crazy.
all time.
Hey, that's crazy to name your child that you didn't took it. You didn't took
After
it.
some essay,
You didn't took it and you named a child after.
yeah, man. On some essay, then you gonna name the man. Cut it out, yo.
She named the kid Marky.
Cut it
Oh
out,
man.
man.
But she no, but don't Anissa end up getting with another dude too and end up having another child too?
I think
Don't she
so,
end up
man. But I
she
ain't
end
gonna
up
lie.
getting with a
It's
regular dude?
yeah, it's a lot of sad. Like Invincible, man. I ain't gonna lie. From
Yeah.
here on out, it's just a lot of sad getting ready to happen, man. It's a lot of sad.
Well, the
I can't
boys,
wait.
man. The boys.
Man,
What you think,
uncharted
bro?
territory. The boys has been
Bro,
incredible.
People was like giving this so bad ratings. They were saying that it was a filler in order to it was a soft pilot for the Rising series
Well,
that they gonna
yeah,
do.
but it's a they do have a spinoff, and it
Yeah,
probably was, but
that's
no,
what people were
man, they
saying.
needed to. The episode was hilarious,
Yeah,
but no, I don't
yeah,
think it
people.
was.
but that's why people gave it bad raises. They said that this was a soft. They said that with the limited number of episodes we got left, it's kind of messed up that that they used one of these last remaining episodes to do a soft pilot for a prequel series, and also canceled the Gen V. Gen V is canceled now, so that no more
Yeah,
Gen V. But I ain't even really I don't feel nothing for Gen V because Gen V,
me neither.
I feel like that story concluded, and I feel like we got the conclusion. Also, one of the main characters, remember, he died, in real life. The
Right?
black guy.
Yeah, the black. Yeah.
So he like with one of the main characters dying in the middle of season two. Is like now season two premiere, and it was good. And it's like they retconned his death. Of course, by explaining it. Like he died off screen, and so I don't see a reason why they would need to do another season. You
I
know,
mean, it
uh,
felt concluded, and it felt like it was just a
yeah.
push from narratives in the background, and they had some extra money from Amazon that they like.
Yeah,
Hey, man, we could do this little spinoff series.
and
I wish they would hurry up and do a Nightwing a true Nightwing spinoff.
come on, DC.
Yeah, I think
Oh, you
a
call it
real
DC Nightwing.
yeah DC
Nightwing is
Nightwing.
amazing.
Okay.
He's
Oh, okay.
I
I,
he's
love
I,
one of
I
my
was
Nightwing.
favorites.
confused. I was
Sorry,
confused what you were talking about.
I'm gonna say is these is I know I probably mentioned some
We talk
shit
about we
before.
talking about the boys, but you talking
Oh, the
about
boys. Okay, I
yeah.
haven't watched
Yeah.
the boys at all yet. I have never
Hey,
Oh,
watched the boys.
The
okay.
Voice is
Yeah,
really
bro. I
how
don't know why you
I
ain't
superheroes
watched
should
it,
watched
really
bro.
be
That's a good ass
portrayed.
show.
It's a very good
I
show.
watched the clips of the boys, but
You want to
it's
see it?
something that I think it's
You
something
sure?
in the sense that
Come on,
like
here. Stay home,
like
please.
hey, I see you, whoever it is. I'm just like
You can see what
but
it looked like.
but
Yeah, it's not good.
but no, it's
But
kind of I
right,
wouldn't
you
say
got you
it.
gotta watch it. You gotta watch
Yeah,
it, bro. It's
Bro,
literally up
you
your
were
alley, bro. It's
it
up your
is.
alley. It's tons of carnage,
I'm gonna be real
tons
with
of
you.
carnage.
It kind of got weird when I seen old girl
It's supposed to
like
be weird.
with the
The
It's
whole
show
it's
sh-
is
supposed to be
weird.
weird. It's supposed to be weird. It's supposed to be extremely weird. It's gonna
Listen,
make you
man,
extremely
it's a
uncomfortable.
show. Imagine, broad, if you got a chance to write a superhero
But
show where you let your intrusive
hey,
thoughts win.
what's the character? What's the character that can shrink? That can shrink. And you remember he was playing.
listen,
He was playing. He was shrinking so small that he was jumping in the old dude. But
Yeah,
listen,
that's what I'm saying.
listen,
Like,
listen, David,
and then,
listen,
wait,
David,
wait,
but he was on
wait.
cocaine and he
Yeah.
listen,
sneezed.
listen, listen,
Hey, no, what the
listen.
most recent episode? You remember the dude? He got real
Invisible.
fat. No,
Oh,
the rock guy. You remember
Rockman. Yeah, Rock
and,
guy.
he was shooting lava out
Yeah,
out. He
yeah.
was
Like,
jack.
but dog, bro, he would watch
Listen,
volcanoes erupt, but it would turn him on. Like when I say it's some of the most outrageous shit, they don't let
listen,
you
Man, bro.
down. They
listen,
don't let you down.
listen, Dave. I'm gonna be
Yes.
real with you. Keep it real between all of us, and my girl's gonna hear this. If I had a superhero show that I could let loose my intrusive thoughts, the world would. I'd be arrested, dog. My girl.
But bro,
Listen,
but that's what
broad,
the boys is.
that's what the boys is.
They literally like any
Bro,
type of superhero. Yeah.
if you could think of something extreme of a power, like they got a dude who's like, what is he called? Worm Man or something like that. When he eats dirt, he shit out the dirt out his ass. Like it's when I
Yeah.
say some of the
No,
craziest shit.
Dave,
Shut up.
Dave, in Gen V, you remember old girl, the girl that could shrink? You remember she was doing old dude, but while she was
Yeah.
small, like she was she was small, she was wrapped around it. She was holding.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. It's some of the
Hey,
craziest stuff, bro. You be like,
Filthy.
hey,
like
and
you
then
would
her
never even think about it.
yeah, and then her power, she can what you call it, when she gets big, she can reduce her size by like puking like puking. It bro, it's literally like the authors went and took Justice League and then said we gonna find every little like perverted, like messed up thing that you could think of about a superhero's powers, and
Yeah.
twist that into like like what they made the boys. Like for example,
Yeah.
what Tech Knight? What was Tech Knight's thing? What was his thing? It was something about him that was weird. You remember Tech Knight, the guy he's like a Batman knockoff. You remember his special power was that he I forgot what his special power was.
I can't remember.
It was in Gen V though. You remember he ended up being in Gen V.
Oh man, I can't.
Yeah,
remember.
man. But anyways, yes, they really
It's like the guy who's like Aquaman, bro. He's really attracted to fish and like squids. Like it's crazy.
His,
Like he had a girlfriend that was an octopus.
Yeah, the main character made him eat it.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Nah, I'll check out.
You gotta watch it.
All right, I'll watch it.
Just watch the first. Just watch the first episode. Just watch the first one. You're gonna be like, these niggas is wild for watching this.
Yeah. Daredevil was really good, man. That finale, that finale was really good.
No, it ain't over.
I thought that was the finale.
That was 6. We got 2 whole. They go into 8.
Oh,
we got 2 whole episodes, bro.
I don't know why,
it felt like it, but that was only 6. Crazy, right?
It felt like a conclusion. I mean, there's some way. I mean, almost. I mean, not like completely.
We're getting there.
I was so okay. So there's a couple things about the episode that like I was curious about. So one, when Jessica Jones said that her powers like fluctuate now, like she had that daughter. I'm wondering, did her daughter take her powers? Like
no, she didn't take it. Her powers are on the fritz because she's still battling with being a mother. So like there is a chemical imbalance in her still. She'll be fine in the long run. But yes, Daniela has both of their powers. So she got all the super strength and flight with the durability.
Luke Cage,
man,
that's crazy.
Yeah, she's gonna be nice. They can use her later on down the line in this in this MCU if they. I know they're not, but I can hope.
It's funny. It's funny now. I've gotten used to the fact that when they introduce child characters, that they probably not going to use them long term because
I know, and there's so many good ones right now.
Because you think about look at what happened with the Deadpool movie. You remember they brought back not child characters, but they brought back all the old folks, and like the Wesley Snipes. 20 years later, brought him back, right? It's like
man,
they brought back Elektra almost 20 years later, like. They brought back all these characters, but yes, they brought back X-23, who was just a little kid at one point, right? Now she's an adult, and it's like rarely do you ever see that happen where characters grow up and then they bring them back as an older version of themselves, in verse. So, I mean, I don't got no faith that they're gonna go any further with it, but I do think
that's where
cool.
her powers is, though.
Yeah. But I do think it's cool, man, that we potentially maybe could get the Defenders back because I mean I saw what you was talking about where what's his name, Finn?
Finn Jones and
Finn Jones,
Mike
and
Coulter.
Mike Coulter was filming for season 3, so that's exciting that we could potentially be getting the Defenders back.
Between the Defenders and I would love to go for a Heroes for Hire.
Yeah, and
I think that'd be dope.
Also now we see how the Black Lady becomes mayor, because you remember that was in the previous episode. You remember they was showing them, they was at that governor's thing, and they were saying the governor's gonna be resigning.
I can just appoint you.
Yeah. So bro, I just thought that was gonna go south because I was like, man, they're gonna kill the governor. They're gonna kill the governor before she appoint the lady.
Well, because they shouldn't have showed her in the Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah.
You can't show her giving Spider-Man a key to the city.
Yeah.
But
and
the little scuffle between Kingpin and Daredevil I thought was kind of cool too, man.
Every time they fight, bro, I'm just kind of like, man, like it's not fair in like on either side for like it. Like Kingpin is extremely strong, so he don't got to hit you a lot of times to do a lot of damage. But like, of course, Daredevil is also very agile and also has the super senses, so it's like he can dodge a lot of things, and avoid a lot of things, but he can't avoid everything, and he's gonna get hit. And 2-3 hits, he cracking ribs and breaking bones and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just their fights are
Daredevil still got the
so
better of him.
he did,
He still got the better
but
of
it
him.
takes so much. It takes so
It
much.
should. He's technically, man. I
Yeah,
know. What is it? I can't pronounce his name, but the guy who played Kingpin. I mean, he
yeah,
can't be the actual size, but he's a pretty
yeah,
big guy. You
yeah.
know what I'm
No,
saying? So
yeah, he's a
he's
good
doing well. He's doing really good.
he's a good physical casting. I think in terms of like just
Hmm.
like like he definitely looks intimidating size wise.
Yeah.
Um, and
Oh man,
but
shout out to the just even the camera work. Like when they did the funeral, how he's
yeah,
starting to wear all white again and how everybody was in black and he's starting
hmm
to feel alone and you kind of
yeah,
lose like his sense of self since
yeah.
his wife died.
Man, what he did to that doctor was horrible, bro. At the
Yo, to
beginning of the
crush
episode,
somebody to death.
yeah, I was like, man, but like like you could hear like the crunching of his bone, bruh. That
Hmm.
was tough, man. That was a tough scene.
Yeah.
Also, I was gonna say, David, I don't know like how you feel about this, like from a philosophical standpoint, but when like him and Karen were arguing, and she was just kind of like, you always protect them, like even though like you're like your friends are out here dying, the people that care about you are out here dying, and you still choose to protect these people. She's talking about
Yeah.
when she was about to shoot Bullseye, and it's like I kind of feel what Karen is saying. It's like all the people that then been lost, and he's still out here trying to take the high road. It's just it
You know,
after a
this is what
certain
I
point,
felt.
David, after a certain point, it gets to be too much. I understand you want to protect your morals and you want to take the high road to protect your morals. Batman does the same thing, but after a certain point, it becomes too much, and you have to make the hard decision to protect the many, even though you have to get your hands dirty by killing or hurting a few, right?
Okay. You remember episode 1 of season 1 when he threw Bullseye
Yeah,
off of the building?
yeah,
He felt at that moment that he lost who he was. Remember, he
yeah,
stopped being like they did that time skip. He stopped being
yeah,
Daredevil for a time. Like
yeah,
even Kingpin, like him and Kingpin called a truce and everything.
yeah,
And when he got his opportunity to rectify that and save Bullseye, he felt like he was saving a piece of himself. So now
yeah,
he's kind of got this warring thing going on. And like the example that I saw is you know how you got to see his suit.
yeah,
Remember, it was all sprayed with black as the series
hmm
went on because
yeah.
he was that's who he was at
I
that
had the
time. And
blood
as you
on it.
go through as you're going through the season, he's starting to it's so more and more red is starting to show because it's like indicating that he's becoming more of his original self and he's casting off that dark evilness that
Yeah,
he portrayed. Like I thought that was a really good like
good take.
contrast of seeing the black paint come
Yo,
off his suit and
hey,
you seeing the red underneath.
David, your camera it keeps like
Oh,
refocusing. I think it's because of the light coming in through your window shades.
it
Like you got
is.
like,
Hold on.
yeah, I think that's why your camera keep refocusing.
Yeah, let me close this then.
It's because he keeps shining.
Yeah,
Gangster.
the light reflecting off his head.
Damn. Not you clowning him though.
It's all
He
love,
only,
man.
he only saying that because he got the fresh cut, Dave.
It's all love, man. I'm gonna be bald. I'm gonna be bald sometime soon, eventually, man.
Bald nigga, bald nigga, bald nigga.
Yeah, man. It's that time.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, I'm just like, I
yeah,
think that's where
I
we
agree with
are
what you're
with him.
saying, David. That's a good
I was
take, bro.
I agree
I,
with both of them. Like I
yeah,
understand because I'll never forget when Jason Todd told Batman that
yeah,
and when he was like, "Yo, you don't got to do that to Penguin. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that to Riddler, but Joker.
yeah.
Like it's just certain guys where you be like, you can't let them live, bro. They hurt too many people too often.
I agree. I agree. I agree. And that's what I'm saying. It's like it gets to a certain point where you have to make that hard decision. With Batman, yes. With the Joker, you gotta you really got it. Like you cannot let him live. He does
Yeah,
too much damage. They cannot contain him forever. He always gets
right.
out, and you cannot like he does too much harm.
And every
You
time
could
he
say that
gets
oh,
out,
you say
he
a bunch of
does too
characters
much.
are that way, but it's like I would be more comfortable letting a character like the Penguin or the Riddler go free, or like, get out every now and then than the Joker, because the Joker is like a like he's a serial killer, mass killer. The Riddler just be doing shit for fun, he just want to,
Yeah,
what I'm saying, he like the Riddler is gonna put you through your paces more than he's gonna go on a killing spree.
yeah.
The
Like
Penguin just wants to
he just
make
want to be
money.
rich.
He just want to
Yeah, he
make
just want to
money.
make money.
So it's
Yeah.
like but the
So
Joker is
he's gonna steal
literally
and
focused on chaos and destruction, murder.
yeah,
So it's like when you look at these characters in Daredevil, you gotta, ask yourself the question, because really, as we take it all the way back to the Netflix Daredevil, this is a realistic truth, a realistic fact is that, you remember Rosario Dawson's character even had brought it up at one point. It's like you keep going out there and you putting your life on the line, risking your life, and like what are you getting done? What are you getting done? You're protecting villains by making sure that they can't die or get killed, and these same villains, are going back and killing the people that you care about or love, or putting them in danger. And it's like if you would have put Fisk down when you had the chance, Fisk wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the damage that he did to people that he did damage to. If you would have put Bullseye down, he wouldn't have been able to kill Foggy, right? It's like if you would have
mm-hmm.
put he would have put the what's his name, the guy with the mask from this last season,
Muse, Muse.
Muse. You would have put Muse down, you know, potentially. Oh, what happened to old girl would have never happened, right? You remember, she got
Hey,
choked
you
out.
see the clips of her and her new Muse outfit?
No, I have not, but I figured she was gonna go down the dark path, bro. She was,
Oh yeah, she's
yeah.
there.
When old dude was letting her choke him, I figured she
Yeah.
was going down the dark
Hey,
path. But it's
that
like,
was the
man,
weirdest shit.
that's a weird scene. Yeah, I thought they was about to get busy.
I
I was
did
like,
too, but
I was like, this seems more than just like, what it is. But
yeah,
I
that was
mean,
crazy.
but yeah, David, is just like, yeah, we seeing time and time again that him trying to stay true to his values and morals, his Catholic faith, is like
Hmm.
putting people in danger. And I think that that's why Karen, this is why I love all these series coming together the way that Netflix did it, because they really fleshed out all the characters in this verse, in this Netflix Daredevil verse, whatever you want to call it. They really
Yeah,
fleshed out these characters well, because when she spent that time with Punisher, she really started to adopt some of his, like, his ideas, his values,
his
in terms
ideologies.
of,
Yep.
I put you down now, you don't hurt people later, And
Yeah,
so I think that's what she's kind of aligning with now, is that she's getting
yeah.
away from this
He's
idea of
trying
what
to stop her
Matt.
from going to that place because once you
Yeah,
start, man, that's a slippery slope. Because who are you to be judge, jury, and executioner?
I agree with Punisher. I'm a Punisher. I'm a Punisher. I agree with Punisher. I think
Yeah,
that
man, but
I
Punisher,
but
Punisher.
when have we ever seen Punisher actually kill or hurt somebody that was not guilty?
Well, he only goes after the egregious too, though.
Yes, yeah, but that's what I'm
So,
trying to say is that I
hmm,
agree. I agree with Punisher, and I think that Karen is taking on some of Punisher's, ideology and
mentalities.
mindset and
Yeah,
mentality, because some of these folks are too far gone for you to just let them walk free, knowing that they're gonna go back and do the same thing again. And like I
right.
said, it ain't just about drugs, or it ain't just about
But see, I agree with like
being
the
a
bigger
criminal.
people, but when she
Yeah.
shot the anti-vigilante dudes, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, they just doing what
Mm,
they told. You know what I'm saying?
mm-mm.
Like there
Nah, bro.
gotta be a line
I,
because all of
I,
them ain't bad. One
nah.
the one boy helped them.
I think they cross. I think they crossed the line heavily, bro. I think
No,
them
some of them crossed
anti-vigilante.
the line,
I, I'm,
but
I'm, I
not
mean, we don't get to see all of them and how they all think, but it. I mean, of course, this is a mirror to current day events, right? It's like
that's true.
they holding up a mirror to current day events, but these like for example, look at the black dude, right? You remember the black dude on the anti-vigilante task force? They keep showing,
Hmm.
and you remember when old dude goes up and kills the
Shot.
little kid, the black dude's like, "Hey, what the
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing?" And it's like you thinking that, okay, well, clearly he's starting to see reason. But like, what happened to
Yeah.
when what happened to when them people was locked up in themselves? Them innocent folks was locked up in themselves in the basement of that, what I'm saying, of that warehouse.
But he was
And
just following the law. At that point, it was still that you're still toting the line, but just killing an innocent kid, you just be like, all right,
but
now we're
I,
there's
I,
gonna he's I feel like he might the black dude seems like he has some redeeming qualities in this scenario. We'll see. We still got 2 episodes.
I don't know, man. I think all them anti-vigilante task force dudes is just like the same way that we see some people in current day society is like these are people who just try to get their rocks off, man. They people trying to get their
Yeah,
rocks off, people who got prejudice, people who, have a reason to hate others based on things other than the quality of their character. And so that's why these
yeah.
anti-vigilante task force guys, they saying, hey, it ain't no rules. No more rules here. What you
But
remember
to see
you
the
remember
one
wait,
young man
no, the
that
black
died.
dude, the black dude, you remember he walked in was it the old girl law office, and she was like, hey, she was like, this is a place of law. She like, I can sue y'all. He was like, those rules don't apply no more. I believe the black
Yeah,
guy said that. It's like I think that these people in Daredevil really do them anti-vigilante task force dudes. I'm not saying they all are horrible people, but if you comply with orders to take away people's rights and freedoms and kill people who don't obey. I just think that, man, even though you following orders, there's a level of evil to that. I'm not saying that you 100% are the evilest person, because the
right.
person that's above you giving you the orders is of course the head honcho. He the most evil of the evil. But if you follow those orders, you kind of forfeit the right to absolve yourself from what you did. Now you at a point where you done his dirty work, you done Fist's dirty work. After all this is said and done, if let's just say the black guy survives, I feel like the other guy ain't gonna survive. The head guy, I'm talking about the one
Oh,
that's been
it's
doing all the
yeah.
dirt. Yeah, I feel like
He
I feel like his time is up soon.
Hey man,
um, but
I want him to get a one-on-one with Bullseye. I think
yes,
Poindexter needed I
gotta
think
gotta
those two
have it,
need yeah.
gotta
I
have it.
need him to go. I need him to go in the worst way possible.
Yeah. But it's like with Bullseye, even with his methodology that he was like kind of like trying to preach this episode. He was talking about that shit like it's all about balance. It's all about balance. He's like, I kill
Mhm.
Vanessa. I mean, I kill Vanessa, but I also kill Foggy. He's like, there's balance. He's like, it all balances out. And like
Yeah.
like Bullseye, he had clearly lost his mind. He lost his damn mind because he's really trying to make this calculus in his mind of if I kill my enemy's loved one, that makes it okay that I killed another guy's loved one who I probably should have never killed to begin with because they're enemies.
Yeah.
It's
And I've
like,
only killed Foggy because of this
yeah,
other person. So to
yeah,
make it right, I kill them. And then if you kill
yeah,
me, we'll all be right. You be like,
yeah,
hey man, y'all,
yeah,
y'all got this all. I think that's what
yeah.
Daredevil, he's just trying to stop this cycle of killing.
That's fine, and that's perfectly fine. I just the way I see it is that, like I said, some people just go too far. They're irredeemable, and
Yeah.
you cannot try to redeem everybody. And I mean, of course, like I said, we talk about philosophical standpoint. I mean, I'm not, nobody who is going to try to take the moral high ground in a conversation, discussion, in which I say that uh everybody is redeemable. Everybody can be, everybody needs to, face justice. I guess through
Yeah.
the right means. It's like, who is there to say what the right justice is? There's like, we don't know what happens, when, if you get executed, right? If that's justice, we don't know if you go to heaven or hell. We don't know what happens after that. It's stuff like that. Is like Bullseye. I mean, Bullseye should have been took it out, you know, because
Yeah.
if you really bring it in the grand scheme of things, right, he's gonna go and he's going to take out all those anti-vigilante task force guys. Some of them which might not have been really bad guys, some of them which might have disagreed
Yeah.
with the orders that they was given. So it's like you see all this, like
Be
you said, the
like
cycle, the
Starlight's
killing.
dad when it was rounding up the
Yeah,
Starlighters, I called
yeah,
in sick. Like there are
yeah,
those kind of people.
yeah, yeah. And so that's the perfect example, bro. That is the perfect example when he's talking to the cop and he says, "You did all you like, this is wrong, and the cop guy is like, he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a couple hours, you
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna give you a couple hours, man. She got to be gone.
Yeah, some people can realize in their mind, damn, I was doing the wrong thing. But when you get your hands dirty yourself, it's a little bit of a different story, you know. And then
Yeah,
now you start
everybody's
talking
not
about
gonna
that
have a
cycle.
redeeming. Yeah, everybody's not
Yeah,
gonna have redeeming qualities.
and
But
then
for
you start talking
those
about
who
that
do,
cycle, Dave. You start talking about that cycle. You know, it's
yeah,
what if you are the guy, the anti-vigilante task force guy, who might have hurt somebody's mother or somebody's daughter or something, and now I know who you are, I know what you did, I know you hurt my loved one. Now I got to get my get back, right? You know,
yeah,
because I'm gonna get my get back, right? It's like I'm like if you killed my mother, kidnapped my mother. Oh shit! Wait a second. I gotta put my headset on because my AirPods is trash and they went dead. But yeah, like if you killed my mother and I know you did it, I know who did it. If I find out that you did it, I gotta get my get back. And it ain't no
yeah,
moral like argument that you could use to make me think that I shouldn't. I'm getting mine, bro. So I just think that like this Daredevil series, man, has really shed a light on
man. It feel
the
like
moral
today's news
converse.
cycle, don't it?
Yeah, bro. Bro, look, the boys and Daredevil is literally mirroring reality closely, and it's so jarring because like the shit that with Homelander just did this most recent episode,
Oh
talk about
man,
he's God,
yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah,
get
yeah.
what we just had happen where a
When
dude,
they wrote that like a year and a half ago, or about they probably wrote it about 2 years ago. I know it
yeah,
was like we're gonna write the most egregious shit. Like nothing like
yeah,
this will ever happen. I know they probably
hmm
looking at each other now like,
yeah.
my bad. I didn't think it was gonna be possible, but here we
Rena-
are.
renaming the church the Democratic Church of the United States of America, some shit like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
I was like, this sound eerily familiar.
man,
The Gulf of America and the Department
yeah,
of War. You renaming shit. You know, it's like, damn, this they tread
they
some lines.
teetering,
Look, they
they
teetering on the
treading.
line. You know what's so funny is that South Park, was like South Park is very obvious when they call you out. They
Hmm.
don't really teeter, but the boys and Daredevil, they ain't teetering because that anti-vigilante task force look very similar to ICE, right? Very similar,
They're identical.
very similar. It looked very similar to, when they said they were disappearing folks, locking them up,
Yes, and
like
people don't know where your loved ones are, and you
yeah,
can't contact them. They're not getting proper representation.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, what he said what he said they were suspending what do you call that shit? What's that due process?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
like all
damn.
it's like and then you got people out here saying that some people in this country, that's not here legally don't deserve due process, even though the Constitution say they do. So it's like you really do see some parallels. It's I think it's cool because all this stuff was written before all this shit even happened. All this stuff was
Dog,
written
they thought
way.
they was writing some egregious shit, and I know they looking like
Yeah, bro.
there's no way I thought this was gonna happen,
It's
and
giving
here we are.
Simpson. It giving Simpson energy.
Bruh,
Yeah,
Rod, you right. You right. The
it
It's
Simpsons.
is.
Simpson energy.
But
Bro,
Broad, you
they
know what I
thought they
think
was
it
gonna
is?
write something that will never happen, or people will never view it that way.
That's Dave. That like I'm telling y'all both is on the same page, bro. Because the Simpsons, I think is weird how they predict stuff. I have no idea how they do the shit. But I was gonna say that Dave, they really did say this could never possibly happen. Let's put it in there,
Yeah,
and
it's fantasy in their
this,
minds.
but the fact that we are seeing it actually happen is jarring because it's like this shit never should have happened, never was supposed to happen,
Right.
but it's happening, and it's like
Dog, there's no way fantasy and real life should ever emulate each other. And here we are.
I'm just, yeah, yeah, I ain't got no words, bro. I ain't got no words, man. The parallels, But I
Yeah.
said I don't want to make it political, But it's like, man,
You want to be like, yo, this shit is so fire, because you're supposed to be like, we
yeah,
never saw this coming, but
nah,
we got
man,
somebody who tried to beat him to the punch.
bro.
You think they watch the show too? That's the reason why we get so close.
Dog,
I
no,
think that
the writers is
I
probably
think
calling each other like, yo, this shit is crazy.
yeah, I think that so. Yeah, have y'all heard like kind of like the statistics that say kind of like some of the most richest people or some of the people that's like involved in media are
Yes.
liberal leaning. It's not all
Yeah.
media, not all media, of course, but like some media, like especially like a lot of these guys who just create shows, who are showrunners. I imagine like a lot of these guys are liberal leaning people, and so that's why they have no qualms with not only writing this shit, but what you call it, producing it, directing it, and putting it out there to the world. Think about this: Amazon don't have no problems with this shit going out there into the ether. No
And they ain't
problems.
said nothing.
No problems. No problems. No problem.
Mm-mm.
Knowing that the shit that's happening in The Boys is literally a parallel to what's happening in real life. Amazon said, publish it or not publish it, put it there, drop that shit. It's
Listen,
like,
when they greenlit it, I know they was like, yo, this is
yeah,
crazy, man. Like, they saw it and they greenlit it, and it
yeah,
was like, because there was nothing to compare this to. When they
yeah,
wasn't pulling for no real world shit until 2026.
yeah.
they weren't
Like,
pulling. They weren't pulling like South Park, because like South Park, or like, again, I've never watched the show, but it don't sound like the way Dave put it, especially since they wrote it 2 years
yeah.
ago, and then where you got shit like South Park, the shit could happen the day right before, and them motherfuckers putting it in the very next
Yeah,
episode.
South Park
So,
was turning their
so,
stuff in like a day or like hours before it's
so
supposed to
Listen,
air.
South
and
Park
listen,
take direct jabs.
yes,
Yes.
and
Yeah, they
can I
take
say
direct
something?
jabs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I feel as though not trying to change the subject. I feel as though South Park has been more direct since we became adults, because like, I don't know, like the craziest shit that I remember. What was the craziest shit we had happen during
I
what,
think
the
you're just picking
Kanye
up on
episode?
more. Yeah, you're picking
It's
up on
social
more.
media. It's social
Oh
media. It's the
no.
fact that our news is so quick to get to us now, and South Park
Hmm.
also gets that news equally as quick and is able to put the shit out the same week or
You
like
don't think you
Family
don't
Guy
think
did.
it's vulgar? You don't think it's more
Family
vulgar
Guy
now?
Family Guy did it too. Oh hell no. They have toned down South Park heavily.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
wait, bro, have you watched the beginning seasons?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
they where Kenny was dying every episode. And you
Yeah.
remember and do you remember that Satan was a character?
Yeah,
Like,
and they brought
you
him
know,
back, bro. They got, bro.
Saddam Hussein,
Bro, what I,
like they
but what
like
I'm
bro.
saying, but what I'm saying
It was going
is like,
crazy.
but what I'm saying is like episodes now. Like me and my girl was watching it not too long
Yeah.
ago, and bro, you got Satan old ass getting fucked in the ass, and then you got
But
the
bro,
vice president fucking the president. Bro,
but
we didn't
bro,
have that
they did do that. They did do that. They
with
was doing it.
us as
Yes, they was
kids.
back in the day.
Yeah,
They
Cause
was
I was
doing
watching it.
that.
I even
They was
watched up,
doing it,
bro.
bro.
I even watched up to the movie, dog. I watched up to the movie.
Bro, they was doing it. I'm telling you, maybe you just like it's like recency bias, but they was doing, bro. South Park back in the day was really like really
Yeah,
bad,
they
bro.
was crossing the line when you still could use racial slurs.
Yeah,
You know what? You're
they
right.
took our jobs. That shit like that, like
Yeah.
that shit. Hey, they would talk about immigrants before we even got to where we are now, bro. Like that
Yeah.
was the whole thing. And then how they talk about the what you remember when they show the Chinese folks and they they be talking about how
But
small they things is.
my thing is like,
They
but
be
bro,
like, "You American, and
but at the same,
you have
but at the
big."
same time, but at the same time, but at the same time, we didn't get anything such as Satan getting fucked in the ass
did.
on Prime
We did.
TV.
We
But
did.
on Prime
We
TV
did.
though,
Saddam.
that was the
They,
movie.
no, no, they was in the series. They was getting down. They was it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
They was
I
getting
did.
that.
Put it like
That that
this.
that was a that was a running
Bro,
that was a running
you watched Ren and Stimpy.
yeah, that was a running
Yeah,
plot line.
but
That's what I'm saying.
listen,
Like,
but
yo,
also,
TV was insane.
but also, it took my girl for me to point out that Rocco's Modern Life, he was a
Yeah.
sex worker. I didn't know that
Yes.
until
Yeah, man.
a sex hotline operator.
Y'all remember the show Angry Beavers? Angry Beavers used to have a
Yes,
I
lot of
do remember
a lot
Angry
of wild
Beaver.
shit in it too.
Angry
Angry Beavers
Beavers
used to have a lot
was
of wild shit, bro.
Angry Beavers was underrated as fuck.
Um, but yeah, man, yeah, it's. I think South Park take direct jabs, and that's the difference in that. Like the boys, we just talked about like the boys, and like of course like Daredevil. It's a lot of other shows too that's like very kind of like strange how they're teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
But of course, these two extremely popular ones right now. Um,
FM,
you
I'm
know,
sending you something in our group chat.
yeah,
Somebody put like a something over this
yeah,
uh Invincible,
yeah.
like an animation filter or whatever. Yo, this shit looks incredible.
Uh,
But yeah, just look
but
at it
yeah,
on your own time. But that should look
but
crazy.
but yeah, but no, I was just saying, I ain't gonna harp on too much, but yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, it's funny how things are mirroring real life, now, that we're seeing, but not being produced simultaneously. Like Saturday Night Live is producing their shit simultaneously alongside, weekly news.
Yes.
The boys, you said, produced they shit in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You
Because they would
know,
they wrote
they,
it before the
wrote it and acted it out too. Because I mean, yeah, because they had to film it. So it's like, yeah,
yeah,
this
because
shit was.
they were done filming last year, and it was
Yeah,
in editing by the end of last year. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
finished editing
So
and then brought it out this year,
so
and then here we are.
it's like I wonder, like what's the limit that you could push in terms of saying what's the worst shit that we could put out there into the ether and say, hey, this could never happen, but know that damn, it's possible that it could happen. It's almost like if somebody said that, like, I don't know, like the United States drops like a bomb on a country, right? It's like, oh, that could never, ever, ever happen. And then that shit happens
Again.
again. And you like fuck, like this is the most horrible thing that could ever happen. And
And then we
somebody
get it.
actually said that it could happen, and the shit happens. Like it's what they call that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's
Yeah.
like you don't even want these things to happen. Like but you mention it and you say it, and it's like, damn. Now that I didn't put it out there, the shit could be a possibility, and that's what's scary. Is like that's what the reality we living in, where potentially assassinations are being faked.
Man,
It's like,
we gotta
people are
talk about that
being,
shit personally when we get off of here. What happened the other day?
yeah, man. The other day, shit. Yeah, man. But no, yeah, it's wild. It's wild times we living in, man. So what was the last thing I was gonna say, man? That I wanted to discuss, man. I know shit. We running up on almost 2 hours now, man. So we ain't
Yeah.
gotta stay on
It
too
ain't
much
it ain't much
longer.
left that we yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was gonna say, man, we completely skipped over reincarnated as a slime, man.
I'm
Um,
still catching up, man. I
you
am
know, this
almost there.
this this episode, is another one of those meeting episodes.
Okay.
But I think that they are kind of setting up things now. I think that we're about to get. I think we're about to transition into like the meat and potatoes of the episode of the season. I mean, like, because this was a meeting episode, but basically they were just meeting, trying to figure out whether or not to accept the Tempest, the Jura Tempest Federation, what they call it, Jura Tempest Federation.
Vision.
They was
Yeah.
trying to talk about whether or not
What?
to accept them into a council full of the council that has all the countries, I guess, across the world, but it's like human countries.
Like the
So it's
UN
like,
basically.
yeah, it's like all, but they're all human countries, right? And they try to talk about, oh, like, should we accept a kingdom of monsters into our council? And
Hmm.
everybody, it's just so funny, like it's a meta commentary because we know how strong Rimuru is, and it's folks that's in the council that's talk about, oh, he's just using Veldora's authority. He's not really like he's not really all that strong, and
Like
you
Veldor
know,
is like his best friend.
yeah, you know,
But
and there's somebody saying, oh,
They
you
got
know,
where I am, they still got Valdora goofy as shit, boy.
bro, hey, they got
he
Vildor
doesn't
fucked up.
stop.
They got Vildor
Yeah.
fucked up. They
Listen, he's
because
still goofy.
he goofy,
But
but he is a
when
calamity.
you when you're that powerful, bro, like
You can be,
he
yeah,
could
you
like
can be,
yeah, he
yeah.
could just he don't take shit serious.
Yeah,
I seen it because when, like
yeah,
I said, the part where I'm on when he was fighting, damn, what's her name? Destruction Girl, Mary
Malim.
Malim, shit.
Yeah.
When he was fighting Malim, dude was giggling the whole fucking time. He was
Did you
like,
see? Did you see where he was doing the Kamehamehas and shit? You
yes, bro was doing the
Reading that manga for
know? You know, but yeah, no, I agree with Dave. When you are that strong, when you are the strong, look, when you are the strongest person in your series, you can afford to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can sleep all day.
yeah.
You can be goofy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like think
He
about
eat,
all the characters we
read
have ever
manga.
seen.
Dog,
Like
he
yeah,
he wants somebody to reach floor 30 so he could just
like
have a good time. He ain't did nothing in a while.
think about Kakashi. You remember in Naruto, like Kakashi, nigga, just all the time. You just all every anytime you ever see him, he's sitting there reading his book. You know, like he don't never close that book until like unless he gets serious, right? It like when you strong like that, I mean, like you don't gotta
Right.
be a serious person. You know, Jiraiya, you know, like you could be a gag character if you're strong. Saitama. I mean, Saitama, of
Yeah,
course, is the
that's
ultimate gag character, but Saitama really don't like nothing in his life is serious. His
no.
his worst problems that he has is like catching a sale on like food at the store or some shit. So
Hey, oh,
yeah,
I wanted to ask you before we close out on
yeah,
what story of Wanda and Sword. Who was the one chick that new teacher we saw with the red hair that popped
yeah.
up?
Oh,
Do you know
she she
anything about her yet?
she you already saw her before. She's a teacher at school.
I know, man, but
I've
it's been
never
so
seen
long.
her. I want to make
I
obsession.
don't remember seeing her. I'm be honest with you. I might
Yeah.
have saw her in the books, but I don't remember seeing her
Oh yeah, yeah.
on the
She
anime.
yeah. She's a teacher at the school at the
Well, I
academy.
know they said yeah, they said
Yeah.
that. Like we know
Oh,
she
I
was
mean
a teacher, but
that's
like
all. That's all. It ain't nothing to her. I mean, she's just a
oh
teacher at
okay.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, she just shook because I ain't be honest with you. You only saw the principal, you saw the dude with the white hair, the dude with the black hair. Like that's really all you saw.
Pay attention to the principal. Pay close
I
attention
had
to the principal too.
Duck,
Like
she just been chilling
yeah.
on top of the school.
But I'm saying
So
no. But I'm saying pay close attention to her. Like it's another one. It's another one of them things. Right? It's like that I was just mentioning about like
yeah,
like with Rosti. Like pay attention to
right.
Rosti is like pay attention to that principal, bro. Pay attention
That
to that. Pay attention
that
to that
All
principal.
principal,
right.
that principal is sneaky as fuck. I ain't gonna stunt.
Yeah,
She been
yeah.
sneaky as shit.
Yeah, I think that it's either maybe some point, possibly this season. Yeah, I think in this season, possibly that you will see what I'm talking about. But pay attention to that principle. Um, but
Definitely.
yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think I have too much more. I mean, I'm letting One Piece build up a little bit before I start watching One Piece, man. The new season of
Yeah,
Elbaf,
Mm-mm.
because I already know how the Elbaf arc go, and
me
I'm
too.
like, it's gonna take a minute to pick up.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm kind of chilling right now. I
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I think I'm not gonna pick up until I see Loki get unlocked. If you
yeah,
know what I'm catching my drift. I'm
yeah,
not gonna pick up until I see him get
yeah,
until he get his change free.
yeah.
I'm
That's a
not
good
gonna
point to
pick up.
pick up. And I was also gonna say, man, Golden Kamuy.
You like that?
David, it's hey.
No,
I'm late. I know I'm late, man. But
yes.
I rock with this series, bro. It's
I started
actually
watching the
really, really
Golden
good.
Kamuy during the pandemic. That's
Yeah,
what. Yeah.
it's good, bro. It's good, and it's good. And I see it got a new season this year.
Yes. Yes.
So I was like,
So
man,
now
I'm catching up. Just
I'm a
yeah,
rewatch because I'm caught all the way up. But
yeah,
I'm a rewatch because it's been they stopped for so long. So I'm gonna rewatch everything
yeah,
and get all the way caught up
yeah. three
so I can
years it
watch this
looks
new
like.
season.
Yeah, but bro, I really do. I really do like this series, man.
It's Golden Kamuy is dope.
You know what it feel like, David? It's another one. It's another one of the palate cleansers, bro. It's like you watch it and it make you feel
The
good.
relation, the father-daughter relationship between the guy and the little
Yeah,
native girl is dope.
Sugimoto and Sirpa.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a palate cleanser, man. It make you feel good, man. And
it gets
it's
intense
also
though.
funny as hell. It's so
Yes.
funny, bro. Oh my god, like the humor, the whoever wrote this shit is like a he. This is a funny motherfucker that wrote this shit
What
because
I'm
like
glad when you sent it, you was like, it's not catching me yet, but I'm gonna keep going.
yeah,
I'm like, yes, just keep on going. I love it. I do.
yeah.
I love the series.
Yeah, the comedy is funny. Like the little girl, she loved eating brains, and she make she make everybody eat brains every time everybody she meet. You know, when
Yeah,
they kill an animal, she be
when
like
they
taste
kill
the
the animal,
brain.
yeah.
She be like taste the brain. She like it's so good, you know. And then what they be doing when they make the cheetah tap. She be like
Yeah.
cheetah tap. She be like you gotta say it, you
The show
gotta
was amazing.
say it.
The show was so good, man.
Yeah, no, I sent you my favorite character, the
Those
Shiraishi, the
two,
escape, yeah,
yeah.
the escape guy. You know, yeah, bro, he's so funny. I think I just watched the episode, man, where they was escaping. They was out like kind of like almost like in the, like an ice area, and Sugimoto and Asirpa get reunited, and
Hmm.
she's hugging Sugimoto, and her eyelid gets stuck to Sugimoto's button because it's metal and it's so cold. And he like, come over here, Shiraishi. He said, we need you to pee on us. And they actually showed the shit, and he just he, he peeing on them, and they like you just see everybody just like smiling and happy, and he's like, Sugimoto, are you crying? He's like, no, it's just a piss. I was like, who who writes shit like this, bro?
It's dope, man. This shit is hard, yo.
Who writes shit like this? But yeah, you're right. It do get serious at some points, right? It's like
Yeah,
it
it
do
gets
get
super
real
serious.
serious.
Like,
But the other character
did
I
you
sent
get to the
you too.
dude that got like the metal forehead?
Yeah, man. When he be like, why he be leaking out his forehead? Like, why?
Man, I think it's a wound, man. I don't know what the fuck
But,
that is, bro.
but like it was one point where he got like happy or excited or some shit, and he started like leaking out his forehead started leaking. I was like, what the fuck?
Man,
Why
it's
why
I
he
don't know.
leaking like that? Like
I
out of
think
his
it's like
head,
pus, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's pus, man.
bro.
That shit is so
it was
nasty.
running down his face like water. I was like, what is coming out of his forehead?
Dog, I don't know, man.
Bro, it must be like a hole up there or some shit. And it's like, like, what is coming out of his forehead, bro?
Yeah, I gotta
Um,
watch the this. It's only 13 episodes, but I'm gonna start from the beginning though.
but the other character I sent you, Tanagaki, he the one. I like his character too because he the one who he I think right where I just passed was where he had a baby or his the girl that he was with had a baby.
Yes.
You know, because I was like, damn, I was like, they gonna kill him, bro. Like, it's too many death flags. Like, he about to have a child, and the guy had him at gunpoint. I was like, damn, I was like, he about to kill him, man. I was like,
I,
damn, this,
it's a good show that doesn't
yeah,
get talked about enough, but that's a lot of intense moments.
yeah. The payoff is good too, man.
Yeah.
Like the
I
payoff
just
because
hope
like
they
this whole second
hope they
half,
can close.
this whole second half of like this whole like because I like it's what 49 episodes in season one. This whole
Hmm.
second half of this, season, going to up until the end of season one, like Aserpa and Sugimoto was separated,
Hmm.
and them coming back together, like the payoff was good because like they were separated,
Yeah.
like what you would think of as like a whole season, like a whole 24 episode season, they were separated. I was like, man,
Yep.
this good. This some good stuff, man. See, and this is what, bro. I mean, when we wrap it up, man, this is what I realize is like, it's some stuff I passed up on that I should have been watching, bro. Some things that I passed up on that I should have been watching that I didn't. I didn't even think was that good. That I need to go back and really filter through my list of things I've watched so I can see like what stuff maybe I passed up on because it's another one that somebody told me was good that I need to watch. It's called Doro Hetero. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the dude with the lizard head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is that about, man? What?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard
Doro
about it.
Hetero. But I heard it was good though. I mean,
It's
you know,
on Netflix.
so
It's on Netflix.
it's on Crunchyroll
Yeah,
too.
it's on Crunchy
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what that
yeah.
is.
It's a 4.8 on Crunchyroll. You know, so somebody told me it was good. I was like, man, I need to go back and get that a watch because, like I said, it's so much stuff that I realized. I'm like, damn, I gotta go back and see because I missed out on Golden Kamuy. I should have been watching this.
Man, this shit is fire.
Yeah, man. But anyways, yeah. Did y'all have anything else to add? Oh shit.
No, man.
And if y'all, the one I told you about, FM, it's a slice of life. It is called.
Yeah.
You and I are
on my
polar
list.
opposites. Yeah,
It's on my list. I'm gonna check it out.
I finished it the first season, super good. Another one is called Kill Blue. I like that a lot.
Okay.
It's about a guy. He gets like stung by some weird like bug or whatever that was like made in the lab, but it turned him into a kid. And now like his new assignment is to protect this girl in his school. But he has his memories and everything and all his abilities. But then he realized like he don't got his grown man strength. It's like kind of cool shit.
Mhm.
And then I started another one called The Warrior. Hold on. What is this? The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King.
Mhm.
That's actually kind of cool.
I got a bunch of those whatchamacallits on my list. Cause you remember we was talking about that shit that Petals of Reincarnation. I haven't went back,
Yeah.
but I mean I think when I stopped it was like 2 episodes in. I need to go back and catch up on that because I think I'm probably about 2 episodes behind on that. But man, it's a couple of them that I really want to watch that I need to catch back, like not catch back up on, but I need to go back to because I definitely want to see that what's the one? Let me tell you what it is. It's I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Farmer Life in Another World 2, season 2. I ain't started. I ain't started watching that yet, but that one was pretty good. And also it was another one. Give me 1 second. You said The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. I got that on my list.
Yeah, I the first episode was dubbed, so I was like, let me watch it while I eat. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I cannot watch sub while I eat, yo.
It's Mao. You remember I told you I want to watch that.
Yes, that's on Netflix.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu too. I mean, on Hulu.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to watch that. That's made by the Inuyasha creator, so I want to watch that.
Oh.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we going. Right. I'm gonna check it all out. I've been playing Crimson Desert, man. Oh, well, we're gonna wrap it up. We can talk.
Let's
talk
wrap it
after.
up. All right, man. Once again, man, this is the Anime Unk Podcast, episode 22. Yes.
Deuce.
Man, we are out, man. Don't forget to click and subscribe.
Yep, like, click, and subscribe, and hit the alert button.
And the alert button
for the algorithm. Algorithm.
And wash your ass.
Bro, stop
I
telling
appreciate you checking in on
wash their ass, bro.
I appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that.
People don't wash their ass. Thank you, Dave.